Snags and snaggins.
In Sorrow episode 3?
Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Question mark? Okay.
I'm gonna pull you guys
Hopefully
back
I
here,
don't
though.
die this session. And by I mean myself,
Cobb
not
can
my
never die.
character.
She's legally not allowed.
She's legally obligated not to die.
If she
Well.
dies, I quit.
Okay. So, to catch the viewers up, and you guys, because it's been a while, a week is a long time. You guys started last session in Berkris, and Berkris is a underground Fey small city that your friend Kulan, your party member and friend Kulan, is from. You found that his family is part of the organization and families that run the Church of Istis that's there, including his cousin as a conduit for the goddess Istis herself. She is the Oracle.
That bitch.
And you guys spoke with his family, specifically his mom and dad. You went shopping a little bit. A few of you went on, one of you went on a date. Another of you went on a date. And
Maybe.
it was a good time. It was a good time. And then, at the end of that day, Kulan's parents pleaded with you to go and complete some quests that they had, or some errands, really. The errand that they had you run was to check up on the people of and location of Fidenmar. The other was to inform the people on the material plane of what's happening and ask them to prepare themselves as well. And the only way that they can find to do that is by going to Eldratha, who they did not really specify anything about them. But they did refer to her as a her, so you need to go see Eldratha. She will help you. And you made it to Fidenmar, where you found a large, empty hill, like a cavern inside of a hill over the land, where a single beam of light was shining on a messy stone altar. At which point one of you, can't remember exactly who, but one of you approached it, and it came to life. A flaming spirit of a bear with like a lion's mane came to and introduced himself and asked why you travelers were there, and after some short conversation, he informed you that he is fading from existence. He needed help to remain here, and would give a favor for a singular request to be granted by the party as a whole. Kai, missing her left arm, was volunteered by Kulan to get that back. And instead of a hand, he said that his right paw is his tribe, and they are missing, so he can give you his left. And as flames circled your arm, they dissipated, and you saw a downscaled but still very much a bear paw, bear claw, whatever you want to call it.
Volunteered, alright.
You gave consent to have
I was panicking.
to have Kulan speak for you.
Oh, come on. Hi. You're welcome.
So there was that. Kai, you got the bear paw. Gob asked for the ability to mimic someone from her past. and that meant performing magic. And he gave her a small jade teardrop necklace with a leather strap tied through a hole on the point of the teardrop, or just inside the point on the teardrop. And inside of that jade crystal looking thing is a glowing orange and yellow amorphous blob in there that matches the colors of the fire that composed Fidenmar. Elusive. Elusive didn't ask for anything material or to improve themselves. They only asked to bring their mother back. To which Fidenmar said, I can't do that, but you may speak with her for a short time. And you all witnessed Elusive start to tear and ask some very personal questions of her mother. And then Fidenmar informed her that right now they have faded quite a bit, quite substantially, and do not have the power to bring her back. But potentially at full power, that might happen. And then he granted, he said that he cannot help the two Dragonborns because they are pledged and devoted to another. They also told Kulan, who he addressed as Kalinda, that he has already devoted himself to the Mistress of Fate and is thankful that he had done so, for this is a fated meeting.
I love her.
And that he can help out his friend, and gave little Hamlet the ability to speak with humans for 1 minute every day.
I'm gonna waste that speak perk and just ask her if I can hold her hand.
And
Every day.
well, it's not up to you when she speaks. It's up to her when she wants
I
to
know,
say
but I'm gonna try.
And as quick as he appeared and granted your wishes, he made his request, which was to find his tribe and bring them back, or to have a new tribe devoted to him, to keep him in existence.
Okay.
And after stating that, he disappeared. The flames died down, and the cave stopped glowing from within, and once again the singular beam of light illuminated the small pool of water that surrounded it. And here we are.
Okay.
So that happened.
So that
So
did
what
happen.
are our goals? Again, speak to Eldratha,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also got this this tribe, this Lost Right tribe to find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Wonderful. I don't like it.
Well,
Ah!
it's happening.
Can Kai ask a question for everyone?
Absolutely.
What do you think would be the easiest? You know, like, the old tribe, she's gone. She's disappeared. But also, forming a new tribe, so much. It's so much.
Well, I mean, they had to have gone somewhere.
You're right. But where and why did they leave? I want to know that. I want to know before I walk into something dumb again.
The
He-
tree, they were seduced by a tree.
Oh, yeah, the tree. Why would... Okay. tree got curves, I guess.
The tree offered a new life, is what I have in my notes.
Yep. You know, seduce doesn't mean that they fucked it, right? You know
That's
that,
what
right?
I choose to believe.
You're aware.
Yeah.
You're aware
That's
that they're
what
not
Kai
tree
believes.
huggers
Okay.
in the most
Y'all
literal
hear
sense.
something?
He didn't say which kind of seduce, so
He didn't.
yeah.
He did not.
I mean,
So we don't fully know yet.
The tribe
So-
fucked this tree in this essay.
Exactly.
This tree is not the only thing that's got wood.
No.
Oh my
Joke over, everyone.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help
Keep
it.
going.
Oh, we keep going, Tay.
Nope, that's where the joke ended. So, you guys are in this cave with a kind of, with all the flora that was outside, which looks like it was probably a plain like the one that you guys were walking through for a few days, just tall grasses, with a few trees. Looks like they are all laid flat and dead along the now sand. Not even soil, it's sand. You guys have been hiking across for a little while.
Can Kai test her bear claw strength by crushing the cons on it and eating them?
Absolutely.
Good. Just hear the crunch and then munch of me in the back.
Yep. I mean, it works. You have full control over it. It seems pretty natural to move and operate.
She is so disturbed by it.
I mean, it was gifted by what seemed to be a divine, so.
Makes it even worse for me.
So we don't know where this tree is.
Is
No.
anybody an expert at a tree track?
Everyone turns to Kulon.
Just because I'm like tree E doesn't mean I know how to find a tree.
But you're from here, therefore you
But
know
I
like
do
more of
have
the place.
+3 to survival, so
Well, roll a survival check for me real quick.
yoink.
Yeah,
Pathetic, Kulon.
Oh god.
You are unsure, but it probably has something to do with the evil forest that just kind of killed a town. Or, I mean, engulfed a town.
Okay. Alright.
It's
So-
a nom.
Yeah. It's that.
Alright, if you guys hear some weird noises, I have a slushy that I'm trying to finish.
God has a slushy and no one can
Thrown
talk
in
about
my
it.
immersion.
Give me the slushy.
What flavor?
Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Blue or bust.
They didn't have blue. They had Coke, Dr. Pepper, and cherry. So I put a little cherry in the Coca-Cola one.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay.
right?
Coca cherry.
So you got cherry coke, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Okay, I say,
Okay.
we head in the direction of Eldratha.
I
Since
was gonna say LGBT.
of LGBT, since we know more or less where she's located.
Alright.
Sounds good to me. Maybe we'll stumble upon a sexy tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe either way.
Oh, I'm leading the way.
You suggested it, now go.
All right, I'm leading the way. I know exactly where I'm going. Follow me.
Sweet.
Gang
I
gets lost.
sure hope you do.
Are we carrying everyone again? Cause God. On God. Oh, hello?
Thanks, God.
Yep.
Clearing up the path.
I'm please?
in the
we go.
northwest forest, is what
So-
I know.
You guys
Northwest Forest.
walk. How fast are you guys traveling? I should ask that first.
As fast as I physically can with Shay leading. Or Gob.
Okay.
Leisurely paced.
A
Ow.
leisurely pace. Okay.
I'm breathing down your neck.
Why do we need to run?
I mean,
I'm gonna have like this parchment that I keep looking at as if it were a map, but there's nothing on it.
Just a list of things you've stolen.
No, it's the travel is a little bit slower than you would have hoped. And it's just kind of walking across the sand where there is no plant, like dead plant life covering it, is difficult. It's like if you've ever walked across a beach and tried to run, that's basically what's going on. Your feet just kind of slip and slide everywhere. So it's difficult terrain for the purpose of traveling, so you move at half speed.
Oh,
Nice pun, God.
You're welcome. And it's just boring, but every once in a while you feel something watching you.
Oh,
I want you guys
this
to
again.
make me a perception check.
Oh God.
hey.
Yoink.
Getting real tired of this bullshit.
okay, we're good. We're
Getting
good.
real tired of this.
Kulon has
Oh!
eyes. We are okay.
Oh shit.
Hi, Cool.
Okay.
I'm blind. Where's
You're looking up at the sun.
not blind.
So, Kulon
Yeet.
and Kai
20.
and Gob, you all, like everyone else, kind of feels that something is watching them occasionally. But you three, kind of as you're passing by, you notice that in the distance there is a little spindle of the forest. You can see it kind of on the map right here.
Yeah.
Like right here. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Like right here.
Mhm.
You guys kind of, because this is easier, like this texture right here is easier to traverse than these two, because it's got like more dead plant life that's on top. So you found your way to that and just kind of followed it, and can see the edge of this forest that is, like you see the back few trees and the tree line starting to like wither into nothingness. It's effectively what's happening. And that's where you kind of see like, oh shit, you really feel watched, and you start looking around, and with that perception check you can see a very large face
Huh?
peeking out from behind some rocks that
It's the
are
trees.
Is it just
kind of
the face,
by the
or
trees. I mean, they're hiding behind it, so you see a face.
Please describe the face.
I thought it was like a floating
It's-
face.
No, it's it quickly ducks behind the rocks, but from what you can tell, it looks like it's got like boils, and it just doesn't look healthy. The eyes are two different sizes and are kind of skewed a little bit. It's angled, and you can see kind of like the hump of a shoulder before it darts down underneath the rocks, and it's kind of got a weird grayish purple hue that looks like it's kind of a perpetual bruise everywhere that you see on the face.
Oh, it's sick.
I'm gonna
How
call
far
out to
away
it.
is it?
It's
I mean, you're kind of passing through some of the outcroppings of rocks near-ish to the forest, but you think it's probably like 50, maybe 60 feet out, which is the only reason that you get to see so many details.
Interesting.
I want to call out to it. I want to yell.
As Kai is calling out. Gava's gonna get into like her sneaky form where she puts her cloak up and then just immediately sigh and get back up.
Like the
Oh my
Assassin's
God.
Creed crouch. Oh,
He really does.
can I stop yelling if I notice Miss Gob doing this?
I mean, once
You've already yelled.
she basically goes, "Hey, wait," and
Hey, yo, bitch!
you go, "Hey, who?" And then you notice Gob like already like uncrouching, putting her hood off of her face.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Kulon's gonna stand slightly behind Miss Bearpaw.
I put my bear paw out in front of you. Stay behind me. Just like that, gently.
I play with the toe beans.
Oh god, okay. She
Goodness.
does not like that feeling. She hates it.
Go on.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and drag you guys to
that's
the map.
me.
Do you feel
I'm
like something's
using
watching
thing-
us?
So sorry, I've
There
got to
we-
like do some weird shit. So sorry about this.
Are you-
I've got too many maps. It's not letting me like get you in one motion all the way over to it.
This is me right here.
Yeah, no, that's where Big Boy was.
The little sick boy.
Yeah,
I love
a pretty big boy, though.
boys.
No, Tay.
no, I'm just. This is just kind of what the map looks like right now. Sorry, guys.
The rocks just
Yeah.
I need to
disappearing.
pee so desperately. I'll be
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'll set this thing up real quick.
Can I lean over to Kulon and ask, do you know what that thing is?
So Kulon's just gonna drag Elusive closer, and over to the Kai Kulon circle.
hmm
Messing with my little toe beans.
Since she asked me a question too, I think. And I'm just like, so, I don't trust like that, and that face was really weird. I just,
I wanted to yell at him. You know, I don't like being watched.
Was it like an intimidation factor why you yelled, or did you
I
just like,
I really
did
wanted
you just
to.
like, I gotta?
I wanted to intimidate, but I got a new
Hello.
bare hand. I'm not very smart right now, Kulon. Don't you dare call me
Did
out.
the bare hand make you, what? Did you lose intelligence once you get the bare hand? Like,
I sure did, you dumb bottom. Now don't call me out, you hypocrite.
Did I lose intelligence because I helped in this? Wait,
You were always the dumb bottom, don't you remember?
staring
Kulon, sweetie.
at my -2 intelligence.
Yep. Yep.
Was it always -2? I feel like it recently
Nope.
increased. Oh
No.
no.
It's always been
What?
-2.
Oh lord.
Hey, why am I not at the front?
I don't know. I just kind of put them randomly. There you go.
Oh,
I'm in the middle.
I'm behind. Kulon's behind me, and Kulon's with Elusive. I know that.
Oh, where did I put my pen? Did I take it
I'm
to the
hanging out with
bathroom
the
with
girl
me?
squad. There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah.
Oh no, I got it.
See,
This is the gossip
Elusive.
girls.
How tall is Elusive?
Girl.
5'5",
Oh, damn,
sweet.
we're the same
I'm
size.
tall.
5'6", maybe.
Oh, these are
All
my
right.
little children.
Kulon's just gonna kind of slouch a little bit and be like, "Cool, tall people, protect me."
All right. So, how are we approaching this? As I change the music.
You just hear roll initiative. Oh shit.
God.
I would like to approach stealthily.
I would also like to approach stealthily.
I think I'm gonna stay back here. My armor doesn't, work with stealth.
I call out
Okay,
to
well-
Gob and I say, Gob, can you toss me a dagger? I'm gonna try my hand at dual wielding.
Yeah, sure. she from underneath her cloak you hear several rattling and then she pulls out one dagger.
not very
Get rid of
stealthy.
I know that didn't half give you one, Gob, so now you have like extra.
Mm-hmm.
You
Good.
can have my
I
spare.
give him one of the lesser daggers, obviously not my shiny new
I could use my maul now.
Intro to daggers.
one.
Also, Kai, I noticed that we were missing something on your character sheet, so I went ahead and added a fighting style that I think you would like.
Oh, I'm scared. What is it?
I mean, it's here. It's right here. Yep.
Oh.
It's already open.
Leave me alone. I'm not smart. How do I? Oh.
You can read that.
Oh, Tay.
But-
Oh, Tay.
Yep, you're welcome. So, who all stealthing over? And can I get some stealth checks?
I'll follow the stealth squad.
And
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Sif gives me blessing
yeah,
of the
I was about to say
trickster.
Sif gives you blessing of the trickster.
Elusive,
Okay,
honey,
well.
your horns.
It's a 9, but
Well, that's a 6.
what? Okay, how do rolls work? But I'm sorry.
The number in the parentheses is what is
Yeah.
added to that roll.
Oh,
And
it's
if you
already added. It's
scroll
all-
over
yeah,
it,
perfectly.
if you scroll
Yeah,
over, it
let's
says
see.
3 plus 3. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why are we sneaking?
Oh,
Elusive,
that's the face.
elusive, your horns are too big.
Shit.
It's okay, honey. I support you. I got you back.
Put some rugs
Alright.
on those.
So I guess
That makes me
actually,
more
hold on.
noticeable.
Everyone add 10 to their stealth check.
Oh,
Half doesn't need.
I
that.
don't need it now. I have a fucking 30.
Because your boy Sif has you covered. He casts Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, lit.
I
Oh, Elusive.
I
I'm
blink out of
literally
existence.
Elusive, your horns are perfect, sweetie. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, you see Gob kind of reach over and grab a few twigs, and then like duck down and just fucking become the grass. And she's rolling around, and occasionally she'll bring those sticks up and like peek her head up, and then just roll. Surprisingly quiet and effective. Meanwhile, Elusive with a 16, you kind of get close to the ground. The grass covers most of what you're of like it obscures most
What
of
you
your
packing?
most of your body and your visage. After that, I guess I need to roll for Sif because he's going too.
You know in Skyrim when you stealth and then sprint and you do that little roll? That's
Mhm.
what Gob's constantly doing.
Go up doing the Naruto run and then rolling.
All right.
Dark
So,
Souls running.
So Sif gets a 25, and yeah, he's pretty good because the shadows are just kind of clinging to you guys, and you aren't you're not causing any extra shadows to come off of you. You're not reflecting any light from your metallic things with Pass Without a Trace. It's just a nice little bonus to being sneaky. Yeah, you guys all sneak pretty fucking well.
Don't exist anymore.
Thanks.
Not in this plane.
And so you're gonna sneak about to here, like in this general area.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There you
I
go.
love you, Elusive. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
We're like silently cheering Elusive, like, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, get it, girl.
Elusive is now a part of our gossip girl group. Sorry, go on.
Kulon's 100% using her for card tricks, though.
Oh,
He wants
true.
to master them all.
You mean 52? You mean 52 card pickup? It's the only
Yes.
one I know.
Listen, Kulon's
Gonna
gonna
play
learn it.
poker whether you like it or not.
All right. So is that everyone who's stealthing over, or who's trying to stealth over?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. And nothing jumps out at you guys yet, but you do roll a perception check. You four. I moved up.
Oh, whoops.
One eye.
Toggle it back to normal.
Bold of you
Oof.
to assume Elusive has eyes.
Elusive has no eyes. I got one eye. Gob is carrying.
All right. Yeah. Gob, you start to hear like some kind of shifting of the grass, and you hear something just thunk on the ground behind the rocks from here.
Do I
It's not
see
super loud, but you just kind of hear a pretty hefty thunk. And again.
Okay.
And what are you three back here doing before we start the actual?
Oh. Staying right where I am.
Actually, I'm gonna make a noise over here, 10 feet
Okay.
away from me, of just a person like crying.
Okay.
Oh, the witch from Left 4 Dead. I see.
Yeah,
So,
just a really loud cry.
well, I mean, it's not going to be really loud, but it will be kind of like a whimpering. That makes it just kind of
Okay.
and just kind of sniffling and whimpering coming from inside the grass right over here.
Okay.
Because like it has limits on volume and stuff. So but yeah, that happens, and you hear the kind of the rhythmic, whatever that is, stop, and I guess we're gonna start the combat now
Oh Jesus.
because
Oh.
you guys used your turn and a little bit extra, and we're going to oh, okay. We'll wait till Sean gets here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
so
but go ahead and roll me your initiative. Just go ahead and click on that little character.
I'm trying to figure out where I'll move. Select.
Gob, honey.
Oh shit.
Fuck's sake.
God
Oh
damn
wait,
it.
hold on.
Oh.
Okay, at least I didn't roll as bad as God.
That's what I thought when I saw your roll.
Oh, shit, did you choose a
Oh,
good
but
one?
I'm 3 years
turn.
old.
Does blessing of the trickster not work for initiative?
Nope, it sure doesn't.
God
No.
damn it.
You
Cool
got a
as
2 and a 3. You Kai technically rolled better than Gob.
Shh, I have modifiers.
Okay, hold
I
on,
have
let me-
my good looks and those bring me up.
Ooh, Gob, you're so pretty.
let me.
Ooh, ooh.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Sean?
There he is.
I'm so cold.
Oh no. He's dying.
Sean, I did a magic while you were gone.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What it took me so long to get here. The bear disappeared and then my consciousness just went with him. And I was in his realm, played some poker, talked some politics.
You know,
Really cool guy
Huge.
once you get to know him. We're gonna go get some breakfast next Thursday.
Oh,
That's a real dissociation episode.
I'm so glad you guys
Oh,
are getting
and
along.
I join in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
What do
decided
you-
to wait for
Well,
You
you.
we're
rolled
about
a
to
nat
start.
20 though.
For
We
me.
literally just rolled initiative and saw you got on, so we didn't actually like start the
Wow.
show.
So catch me up real quick. Anything really happen, or if we're just on our
You
way
guys
to what's her
traveled,
nuts?
and on your travels you found the tail end of the moving forest bog thing that was sticking out, and you saw that it was withering away. And whenever you guys got close-ish enough to see it, behind a little pile of rocks, you saw a large purple face of something that looked
Gross.
not great. And
Nice.
I'm still.
I am so excited to fight.
And this is on our way to find Eldrafa, or
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and so behind this rock is where you saw the face kind of peek up
Which
and then
Which
dart
rock?
back down.
I didn't see a ping.
This guy. You have used Pass Without a Trace on the party.
Still not seeing a ping.
It's.
This
Oh,
one?
there we go.
No. It's,
This
no,
one?
that was no. It's literally like.
This
Can you
one?
literally not see my ping?
No.
Yes, that one.
Correct. Cannot.
This one.
This one?
Is this the one?
Okay. I was on the VM layer, sitting there pinging, and I guess you can't see it whenever I'm there. Oh
Okay.
well.
So that's where we
Um,
saw the purple thing. I've used Pass Without a
You used
Trace.
Pass Without a Trace. You guys all snuck up here pretty quietly.
It was
Um,
pretty great.
I'll say you guys got a little bit closer, as you know,
So
as
that's
Gob was using
one
magic.
level 2 spell slot then? You marked that for me?
Yeah, I did mark that.
Okay.
Currently Gob has Blessing of the Trickster, and with that, Big Boy, I need, actually I can do this myself. Public, there we go.
Oh,
So
someone's
Gob
dying.
is the first one that catches this large, like it's larger than a bowling ball, but it's a rock that's just kind of like lobbed up into the air and comes down and hits Gob for 22 damage.
Oh my god!
What is
What
dead?
the-
Something to work with.
And then he steps out.
I thought I was hidden.
Not a boulder.
It's
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
Oh
Pioneer
yeah, you're
Super-
right. That would be at disadvantage. So
Yeah, I thought I was hidden.
You didn't need to do
go
it
ahead
to
and-
her.
He's just showing the raw power.
would a 15 hit?
That still hits.
Okay.
Oh god.
You try and jump out of the way, and it just like it catches your leg, and you hear, and it hurts. It hurts
Did
real
you
bad.
lose it?
But
My
he stepped up
leg.
to toss it, and then he steps right back
Motherfucker.
What a pussy.
and hides himself.
Your poor leg.
And elusive.
Okay, Elise.
Oh wait, shit. Sorry, nope, not elusive yet.
Me,
Sif. I forgot that it wasn't Big Boy at the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Chicka chicka.
Chicka chicka.
I want to cast Healing Word on Gob.
Hey,
Thanks.
hey, Gob, you're doing great. All right, go ahead and roll your healing.
Oop.
Okay.
You know?
It's something. It's better than nothing.
And you hear a language that I don't think any of you know,
What is it?
but it just kind of sounds like kind of bullshit gargling and grumbling.
I need to add my languages. Also, what
You didn't take that feat.
did I not?
No, you took your orcish thing, right?
Oh my god, I'm dumb. Wait, did I?
I have it down at the bottom of your sheet.
I sure did, huh?
Yep.
Never mind, it was someone else.
Half is getting real tired of these fucking languages.
And
In this world, we speak common.
He
Alright,
speaks
so-
halfling.
so that was your bonus action. What you doing, Sean? What you doing, Sif? Big boy?
The guy popped back down, right? Like I can't see.
Yeah,
him.
he kind of just ducked behind the rock again.
Okay.
I'm a rogue.
Come move there a little bit. Just do a little.
You're not level 5 yet, and I'm gonna take advantage of that because you don't have your evasion shit. Your uncanny dodge.
I had a 30 stealth and he saw me.
No, he didn't see you.
That's fair,
That's fair.
I guess.
He just kind of like fucking basketball shot a boulder up in the air.
Kobe.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
invoke duplicity. Can I choose where I choose where it pops up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just pop it up where I was.
Okay. So
I'm
Sif,
gonna fucking die.
Your Mirage.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Bamboozle.
You're
That's the
bamboozling.
Get out there and
That's the illusion.
fool him.
Okay. And now elusive.
I-
Were you
I-
wanting to move at all, Sif? Sorry.
I did move. That was it. I just wanted to tuck away a little bit.
All right. So
I kind of wait 1 second.
So everything is going great.
Half just there with a shit-eating grin and 2 thumbs up, like, yeah!
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like kind of scoot around here and try to get a peek around the corner of the rock. See if the guy's hiding behind it.
yeah, he's just kind of like fucking leaning against the rocks.
Oh, he's
kind of
ugly.
crouched down.
All right, does he see me?
He does hear you kind of. Oh, actually, let me
Stealth.
No, hold on. No, he doesn't. He's just kind of like gathering up another rock.
How long does it
He's
take
like-
to get a rock?
He's reaching behind him into the small pile of boulders and rocks, and he's looking at it. And then every once in a while he'll toss a rock forward, but like, and then he finally finds one and holds it, and that's whenever you see him. He's holding this rock and just kind of inspecting it.
I'm gonna fire my light crossbow at him. I'm gonna
Okay.
fire a bolt at him.
That misses, unfortunately. You shoot and it glances off of his shoulder as his skin's a little bit thicker than you'd expect. And he immediately looks over and just snarls at you and looks at his boulder.
Oh god, elusive.
Oh no, honey! Honey, run!
I can't run. I have no movement left.
Pictures taken before a tragic accident.
Oh,
Moments before disaster.
all right. Well, anything else on your turn, elusive?
No.
Okay. Kulan.
Yeah, okay, so first off, Kulon is going to move. Well, that's as close as he can get. Alright, he's gonna scoot. Eight, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have the same issue where I'm like, measure, okay, there, and then I go look back at my character and I go to move and I'm like, shit, wait, which square was it?
Right?
If you want, you can like, if you're gonna move somewhere, you can just like kind of put a little dot. Yeah.
Listen, that's smart.
See, but we used teamwork.
Alright. He's still hiding in cover, right?
Yes.
So I can't see him.
No, from your angle, he has full cover.
Alright. And that bamboozles that idea for now.
Just shoot the rock.
Just
Explode
blow up
the
a
rock.
forehead.
I don't think I have anything like
Annihilate it.
that.
Just punch it like Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then I'll heal Gob, I guess.
Oh,
I
thanks.
guess.
I guess.
Afterthought.
I'll do Cure Wounds.
Oh, that's a touch level spell. Sorry, I
Ouch.
didn't mean to press
It-
that. Yep.
Okay.
It's
What does that take?
I accidentally hit the
Alright.
light crossbow from elusive.
Never
was just
mind.
clicking
Okay,
back on the
healing word.
tab.
That's the one. That's
Yep.
the one I meant.
That sure is.
Here we go. Tank.
Thank
Also,
you
is this,
for my life?
was there Laura Bailey posting before I got here?
Yes, yes there was.
Uh,
A little bit.
Also, Kulan, if you want to
Yeah.
use your action to use a cantrip, you're more than welcome to do so.
Oh, right. Okay.
Do you have a new cantrip if you want to use it?
Wow, what was that whisper?
You do have a new cantrip if you want to use it.
No one's
God, is that you?
Dungeons and Dragons ASMR?
Fine, I'll set it up. I'm gonna use this little buddy.
Oh, it's Celeste.
So first off, Kulon's just gonna like shake his hair and 3 seeds are gonna fall out and they're pretty hardy looking seeds. Then he's gonna cast Magic Stone on them.
Oh.
Nice. That's
And
Oh,
I
that's
can't
neat.
I can't toss them to anyone near me, right? Someone get close to me and take these off my hands.
You can't really toss it right now. No.
Okay. Well
You-
then
you
I'll
try
I'll
to toss
just
it,
hold
and it's actually just an attack.
It is an attack.
Here, quick! Ow! God, cool on! Just like goes through my gut.
My throat.
Mortal wound.
Cool would be
Listen,
the time to do
None
that.
of my whole thing is you guys have to die and no one's dying fast enough. Kulon's taking things into his own hand.
No.
I'm a healer,
Alright.
but after
So-
you die.
Half,
Kulon's
little
teleports
one.
behind.
It is your turn.
The tiny one. Okay. Well,
Small
half-
boy.
I'm gonna move over here, as close to the rock as I can get, and kind of like.
You can use a bonus action to use
Oh
Step
my
of the
lord.
Wind and get extra movement.
No, I have a plan. All right.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like kind of hide around on this side of the rock.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Baby.
Plus
please.
10 because fucking.
It's okay. I got a 26.
Okay, yeah.
I become the rock, and that's my turn.
So I'll let you kind of get right here for that stealth
Oh.
check. You just kind of like roll and flat back against the rock.
You
So
turn-
elusive,
turn
you
into
see this
Flat Stanley.
elusive. You see this very very strange parallel and mirrored poses from this person that's 2'6" and someone who's probably 15 feet tall.
normal people versus Jonathan Joestar.
He's 15 feet tall. What is this man?
Oh man.
All right, Gob.
Okay.
What
I'm
you gonna do?
Run up right in front of him.
Oh, man.
Oh,
my
God, God, please.
And then I'm gonna.
Aren't you a rogue?
I'm gonna attack.
Your baby! Your baby bird!
It got squished.
My bird.
I'm just getting this ready.
And then I'm gonna use dash to run right back. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. Wait, what did you do?
I ran up to him. I attacked. I missed, and then I ran back.
Well, yeah, sure enough, you ran around the rock, went, gotcha, fuck, and ran back.
Like, well, that didn't work. See ya.
Okay, Gob, not Gob, Kai, it's your turn.
What, you're just confusing?
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
The half
how
orcs.
much-
I'm confusing you.
How much is dash?
It lets you double
20.
your movement speed, so you'd get 60 total.
60? Because I wanted to
At
do
the
it
cost
half
of it.
to-
Do
At the cost
not
of an action.
ruin my plan, Kai.
I have a
Oh,
plan
wait, hold
as
on.
well. I've been
What was
thinking on
your
it.
initiative, Zaxxas? I did not see it.
What?
What was
Oh,
your
Even-
initiative?
Roll initiative? He did.
13.
Where?
He did.
Oh.
oh, it was 13.
Yep. You okay there, bud?
No, but it's fine.
But we'll go ahead and give Zaxxas a turn right after Kai, since we missed him.
Take these nuts.
Oh,
Okay,
you know
so-
what? I should probably do that actually. I would want to use my action though to get closer. That's
Okay.
very.
Yeah, you can run over to Kulon and basically do the football handoff, the baton pass.
He just like sticks his
Get
hand
in
out
front of me.
with the seeds.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
You're stronger than me.
I go here to get the nuts.
Oh,
I think you should be able to control him.
Scrawl!
I can. Oh.
Scrawl!
Do I have to roll his health?
Um,
And then I move in front of Gob to
There you go.
protect her.
okay. All right.
Oh,
So how many of
also,
those? How many of the
uh,
seeds did you take?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
say 2.
Two.
two.
Okay.
That'd be 2 of 3, right?
Mhm.
Could lay on hands be a bonus movement, or would that not count?
It is an action.
Okay, then no.
All right. So, Zaxxas,
You
What you
got
gonna
this,
do?
babe.
Okay, come on. It's got
Where's
you.
my ruler? There it is. How far? Okay, and then I can dash. I want to go like over here.
Okay.
I got you.
You have to click the select move thing.
There.
There you go.
I know. I was just trackpad.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. That's very valid.
And wait. I dashed as my action, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you'd have to do something.
Okay.
bonus
But
action.
you can do stuff on bonus action.
I don't really have anything I want to do.
You don't want your weapon out?
Well, I guess that is good to have, huh?
Just a little bit.
Okay. I get to choose what form it comes out as, right?
Yes, you do.
I want it to be a
Shape
halberd.
Ooh.
Halberd, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Zaxxas is going fucking in.
And then I'll just go chill by this rock, you know?
Okay, so a halberd is 1d10 slashing, yep.
I have a plan.
I have it in my, I think, bio. Yes.
I know, yeah. No, I already, like, fixed it. There you go.
Oh. Well, fun.
Okay, here we go. So, after Zaxxas and Kai went, it is now the enemy's turn.
Oh, I'll protect Cobb with my life.
Please take the next boulder. I can't take
And
another
he-
one.
I don't
He
think
looks
Gob
over
is
and
a
just, like,
danger.
Elusive, I want you
Is he
to
looking
make
at
me a
elusive?
charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hello?
You're so pretty.
Yeah, you're so pretty. You have to do it. No.
I love my rolls today. They're easy.
So,
Elusive.
This,
Should have gotten in front of elusive.
So, this big old boy, looks over and kind of is startled by you at first, and then he looks at the rock, and then he looks back at you and squints, and you see like, you look at his eyes, and they start to like swirl, and you feel something like suck you in like a black hole, and you're gonna take some psychic damage.
Oh, no.
What the?
Oh.
He just like
Oh, God.
put his hands up to his temples and said, "Ooh."
So rest in fucking pepperoni.
So you take 25 psychic damage. 'Cause you failed to save, and that's going to be his turn. Actually, no, it's not. He's going to run over to you,
Oh.
Love that.
Don't touch her.
and you see in his other hand he picks up a large, very large club.
Not
Oh.
my wife.
Don't touch her.
Crumpling in the pain at this point. Like,
We're all making calculations.
it's like that.
Can you guys see my ruler going around right now?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait,
No.
which?
No,
oh, your
not
blood
your
ruler.
ruler.
Not your ruler.
Okay. Well, here we go. Pop.
Oh!
Oh, what the fuck?
Kulon behind you!
Oh my god, he is.
What's your AC,
Oh my
Kulon?
god, Kulon
Wait,
is.
oh my gosh,
my
wait, I already
Actually,
knew.
Look
hold on,
behind
sorry.
Kulon!
Come on, sweetheart.
It's a advantage. So yeah. What's your AC?
15.
15. Okay. Well, here we go.
This is like when Tay asked, right or left, Caitlin? Oh, honey.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck you.
Okay, you pass, so you're gonna take half damage on
Ha.
that poison. So 16 points of damage, 6 of it piercing, and then 10 of it poison.
Oh my
As
god.
Spider just apparates out of nothing, and you kind of see the reverse of what you've seen in the grass around, just kind of, and then as it's apparating, it's already reaching out and grabs you on the neck with its fangs, and you feel the pulsing, like burning inside of your veins as you just kind of grunt and bear it. Just kind of, it fucking hurts though.
Someone fucking kill this thing.
I'm on my way, babe.
Sif, it's your turn.
Alrighty. It's gonna be fun. I want to cast command on the big boy there.
On this
Tell him
big
to
boy?
on the big rock throwing boy.
Okay, yep.
I just want to shout grovel.
Okay. What saving throw is that?
That's a good question.
I think it's wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom
Yep.
saving throw.
He's squinting.
Oh. Oh.
What is this thing?
A smarty.
What even is the? What's my spell save
Oh,
DC?
Your
What would that be?
DC is 8 plus your proficiency modifier, so that's a 2, so 10 plus your wisdom, which is 4. So 14 is your DC right now.
Okay.
It
so
should
that-
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
I mean, I see spell save DC. I just wanted
Yeah.
to be sure that's what that was.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And because
well,
of your increase of your wisdom, it's 14 instead of 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he handedly passes that, and
Sure
he just
does.
kind of looks at you and he wipes away what you think is a booger, could be some sort of one of the many boils on his faces that popped.
Oh,
Good.
But now,
Do I have to ready my torchlight staff? Or is it just,
I mean, you
like,
have to
out?
cast light on it, or you have to cast whatever the cantrip is on it.
But I mean, just to have the staff as a weapon.
Oh no, like you have it. I assume you're using it as a walking stick
Yeah,
whenever you're
yeah.
traveling. So yeah, no, you have it out.
Okay. Well then, can I bonus action breath weapon?
I believe that's an action,
Is it? Let's see.
but if it says bonus action, then hell yeah,
Where would it say bonus action?
you can use your action to exhale destructive energy.
That would do it. Okay, that'd be it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll move this guy a little bit right there. No, yeah, that'd be my bonus
Oh,
action. Just
sorry.
move him.
did not
Okay.
ignore
I mean,
that.
Okay, there you go. All right, so elusive, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all that junk inside there?
Big boy just just looked at you real mean, and you felt your brain hurt a lot, and then
That shit
he
hurt.
ran at you.
You're muted.
Oh, no. Might be
Not the
typing.
dome.
Elusive. Elusive.
Please.
Dom, sweetie.
Dumb. Blue
You
stone.
can-
I
you
was
can
talking. I'm sorry. Like,
Oh, it's okay.
I muted my mic. I'm recovering from the attack that he.
the
Unleashed
mean
on
mug
me.
that
Yeah.
hurt your brain. Yeah.
My hands on my head. I'm trying to steady myself, and out of nowhere, I look him straight in the eye, and I just slice at him with the short sword.
Okay. So you have
Okay,
dropped
how does-
your light crossbow.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Okay.
So this guy takes up that square, right? The whole 4 squares there.
Yes.
Okay, how does tool building work?
Well, basically, you have 2 weapons out, and
Yeah.
because of your new feat, you have a +1 AC. So your AC is actually what it says it is right now, 15.
Uh-huh.
And you can use a bonus action if you want to attack with your offhanded weapon,
Yeah.
and it does the normal damage instead of without your modifier.
Alright. Okay. So I sliced at him with a short sword, like at his legs. He's a very tall, creature, right?
Fucking kneecap him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Go
I
for
go,
the
yeah,
knees.
go straight for his kneecap
Okay.
with my short sword.
Okay.
Oh,
shit.
God!
yeah! Fuck it up, Elusive. Fuck it up.
Let me get the crit charts out because we're gonna need them apparently.
Cut. There's hose leg off. Like my hand. Do it. If
Yeah, then-
It's only a flesh wound.
And then give him a bear
Okay, so,
leg.
go ahead and roll me a a d20.
Okay.
13, not bad. Seeping wound, critical damage times 2. Lose 1 hit point per turn from blood loss until healed.
He's got a pretty big gash in his like kneecap.
You strike a major leg artery.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what happens. You poke all the way through, like right under his kneecap, and you see a very large squirt of like reddish purple blood just right out the back.
His anterior tibial artery was punctured.
Wow.
Anyway,
Nerd.
and then with my bonus action, I draw my dagger, kind of like Loki in Infinity War, and
And the damage that you do with that is going to be
isn't enough
you
to kill.
no, not it's 2
Only.
times damage. So your damage was 1d6 plus your dex. So go ahead and roll me 3d6
Oh,
Okay.
it's not terrible.
plus your dex.
My modifier, right?
Yes, your dex modifier.
That's 13. Not my dex
13
modifier.
plus damage. Yeah. All right. And he like his knee kind of buckles briefly, and then he stands back up and he just kind of drops the rock at his feet and two hands this club that he's got.
Okay.
Zaxxas,
Okay.
Wait,
Well.
what are my bonus?
it's your turn. Oh, sorry, you can use your bonus
Yeah.
action. Yep, sorry, forgot you have 2
I-
weapons now.
I draw the dagger, kind of like Loki, and I go straight up to his chest.
Okay,
Stab him in there.
roll that attack. Do you have a dagger on your thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
added it in.
Awesome. Hold on. 1d4 plus dex. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I roll that again because
No, we'll just add 3 to that, and then you can just go ahead and roll damage
alright.
because that hits.
Hits. Okay.
Okay. Very nice.
Nice, very nice.
So he buckles, and the brief time that it took to his knee to buckle, you kind of reach up with your dagger and stab him in the stomach, and you see a little bit of blood just squirt out. Puncture.
It's stuck in there.
Okay. Now, Zaxxas, your turn, buddy.
Okay. Where's my feet?
Generally on the bottom of your
Yeah,
legs.
thank you, Sean. I was about to say it.
Okay, I'm gonna move over. I think it was like over here.
Okay.
And I want to use. I think it's
If you wanna move
hex
them,
blades.
you can, I think.
No.
Hexblade's cursed.
Yeah, hex blades curse on the spider. I think.
Okay.
The spider.
He's the spider.
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Hexblade's Curse is a bonus action?
Yeah,
Sure is.
and then I want to use Eldritch Blast on the spider.
Eldritch Blast.
That doesn't kill him, then
Okay.
I'm coming over.
Click.
Splat the bug. Splat
What does
the
Hexblade do?
What? Let me see. I get a bonus to attack rolls. Let me see. No, wait.
The only part I remember, isn't that the one where if an enemy afflicted by Hexblade Curse dies, he gets healed?
It has other bonuses to like damage and stuff.
Target is cursed for 1 minute. You gain the following benefits. You gain a bonus to damage rolls against your cursed target. The bonus damage equals your proficiency bonus. Any attack
Okay.
roll you make against this cursed target is a critical hit if on a natural roll of 19 or 20. If the cursed target dies, you regain hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma modifier. So for you, that will be 8 points of health.
So does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay, let me click that damage.
So
And then
that's-
my
and then-
proficiency bonus would be
Actually,
2, right?
Hold on. Let me see this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got agonizing blast. So that's we've got to change that that eldritch blast to be attack charisma. Yep. Damage charisma.
Wait a minute, it
Yo.
used to have that there. What
I don't know
happened
why
to it?
doesn't- Well, doesn't matter because we're adding 4 to that. So that's 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage on the spider boy.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And
It
that.
recoils and just hisses at you.
Oh, God. That's my turn.
Okay, we're going to go to Kulon.
Yeah, that's me. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I can use the first level spell and then a second level spell, right?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so it's just one of those and then a cantrip.
Yeah, you can use one leveled spell and a cantrip on your
Okay.
turn,
Good to know.
Is
or
that a
however
feat
many
thing?
cantrips you want. But you can only cast one leveled spell on your turn.
All right, then let me read something really quick because I have.
Is that a feat thing?
No, that was a homebrew thing for Critical Role.
Lit.
And I am
Does
going.
that apply to everybody?
Yes.
Hey,
The-
question.
Yep. What's up?
If I use phase step, does that mean he gets an attack of opportunity?
No, because you do not step out of his range. You just kind of like disappear from his range and appear somewhere else.
Oof.
Alrighty, then in that case, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's poppin'?
And then I'm going to cast
Oh.
guiding bolt on that fucking piece of shit.
On this guy,
Fine. Yeah,
On that fucking
Okay.
pizza shit.
that hits.
excellent. Then
Mhm.
Point. boink,
Oh,
delicious.
No, with the stone
It
shot.
is hanging by a thread.
Oh.
Hey,
This boy. It
Should I
looks like
throw a
it
fucking
loses
seed
one of its legs as you hit it, and then it begins to like pulsate and glow
No.
as it is now affected by the second thing of guiding bolt, which is the first person to attack this guy has advantage on it. So, anything else on your turn, Kulon?
how many bonus actions does someone get?
1.
Okay, then nope. That's it.
You have an action, a bonus action, and a movement action. And whenever it's not technically it's between your turn and your next turn, you have a
Oh.
reaction.
Wait, I still have movement then, right?
Yes, you do.
All right. Kai, put your bear paw on me and Healy.
I bless you. Just slap you with my bear paw.
just to clarify for myself, that's for, I think you said the homebrew thing, like I could leveled spell and then cantrip as a bonus action.
Yes, you can do that. That's the base rules. The homebrew thing is what Matt Mercer does, and after a certain level, he allows them to cast a level 2 or lower spell as on the same turn.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will keep that in mind.
All right. So after Kulon, go half.
Hi, Snello, it's me. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna move behind this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna punch him in the back of the knee of whatever one fucking elusive sliced at.
Mm-hmm.
Please,
You
baby.
gain advantage, right?
Yes, because you're flanking, you would have
Ah.
advantage.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. Oh. A lot of things happened there. It was
Okay,
unresponsive.
well, they
I'm so
definitely
sorry.
hit whichever
I'm
one
so
you want.
sorry.
Yep, it does hit. So go ahead and roll. Are you using your bonus action and flurry of blows? Because if so, we can just use all 3 of those.
How many key points does that take away?
1.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll 3 instances of damage then.
All right.
Oh damn!
7, 8, 9.
26 points of damage down. It did not like that. You kept like hammering the back of its legs, and just like fucking, it started buckling, and it's now on one knee.
Okay, cool. Because I'm behind it, and it's on one knee, if I moved away, it wouldn't have an attack of an opportunity, would it?
No one said that.
Okay, well, I don't trust you or me, so we're just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, we're Gucci.
Okay, well, Gob, what you gonna
Alright.
do?
I have a question and a potential follow-up question.
Mhm.
Is the hawk's turn? Are we just doing it that it's on my turn as well?
Yeah, it's just on your turn.
Okay.
It is a normal ass hawk though.
Yeah.
Go for the eyes, babe.
Eyes Okay, so how bad is the orc looking?
Well, it's not an orc, but
Alright.
he's I mean, he's
The
hurt.
ambiguous creature.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Oh, a familiar can't attack, but it can make other actions as normal. Or it can take other actions as normal.
I'm gonna send my hawk onto this rock over here.
Okay. Hawk on a rock. Let's go.
Just down the hawk thing
Huh? Just to hide away from the action.
You can literally just like poof into a pocket dimension if you wanted.
No, I still want to see him for
Okay.
moral support.
He's your cheerleader.
I'm gonna come up here and attack this motherfucker.
Okay.
I don't get advantage, do I?
No, but you do get sneak attack. Like you have advantage because there's two people flanking him.
Okay. Click.
Yep, that hits.
Can I ask a question
lit.
real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Since he's like a 2 square wide lad, if like say Gob's here and I moved here, that'd still be flanking, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why these two are flanking right here.
I just mean like if they were diagonal, technically.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 16 points of damage.
Sure is.
I gotta look up this thing real quick.
Hey Google.
Okay, we're good.
I had to whisper that so my phone didn't hear it.
It's listening. Okay, so you attack with your big boy sword
Mm-hmm.
or big girl sword, and then doing anything else?
I'm gonna use dash to run to my hawk.
Okay.
Rock on.
And because of your fucking bullshit, I can't attack you.
Yep. Get cooked. What happens when you throw a boulder at me, Tay? I'm gonna use my
I'm happy with
rogue
it.
stuff.
I'm okay with it. All right, Kai.
Personally, I think I've got that big boy over there quite handled. I really want to come over here and try and get this boy. I have a question too.
Mm-hmm.
Can a bonus action be used before an action, or does it have to be used
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter the order.
Okay, so we're gonna use this. I wanna utter a vow against the creature, cause then I can
Okay.
gain an advantage.
You already have advantage, but go ahead.
Oh, I do.
You have an
Yep,
advantage because
it
Kulon
is
did
glowing from Kulan's magic guiding bolt attack that he did.
Sweet. Okay, I want to maul him and use divine smite.
Okay. It's looking real rough.
He's already dead.
You want to take that chance?
I mean, all right, you do.
I'm thinking on it. Yeah, I'll just maul him then, and hope I get a good thing.
Okay, go for
Yoink.
it. Roll at
You
advantage.
motherfucker!
You gotta roll it
At advantage.
Oh, thank God.
That one hits, and he dies because he had 2 health left.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was like. I was about to like murder this.
Give me that yummy soul.
How many? Did I move all my things? I did. Can I? Is there a way? I wonder if I can heal Kulon somehow.
Well, do you have the healing word spelled prepared?
Where would I? Thank you.
You don't have it available. So nope, there's no way that you can heal him.
Sorry, babe. Sorry.
Alright.
Take a sip.
Okay, and now
I still got
It
your
is-
pebbles.
Yeah.
Mr. Giant's turn,
Oh, elusive honey. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
and
There's
he
a
is
small
going
man.
to shout. He's just extremely loud, and it echoes in your chest. And then he takes that big old club that he's got, and he swings it down at elusive.
Elusive honey.
Did that hit?
F.
That does.
Oh, honey.
And then
Wait, I can parry it.
okay.
I love that
Alright,
aggression.
How do I? Okay, so
Guidance.
what do I do? What is superiority die?
It's a
Plus
D8.
that's-
Intense typing. I love it.
So it should be 1d8 plus 3, right?
Oh shit! And then plus 3, 5. So
So that would still bring you to 11. Bring it to 11 damage, which
still
is
dead.
enough to knock you out. And he is going to
Oh, honey.
turn around and like
Do
fucking
not.
golf
He's gonna
club
Step on you.
golf club swing this motherfucker.
Bitch, you had to go 19. I'm so
Don't
mad.
you got some monk shit you can do?
all the wrong numbers.
Oh wait. I can make him re-roll because he attacked me with second chance.
You can. Okay.
Bam.
Yep. And that's gone for this time.
You
That
missed,
misses.
bitch.
Okay.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Sean.
he knocks out your friend, and then so we'll put you at 0. There we go, and sleeping.
Baby.
By sleeping I mean knock the fuck out.
Baby sleep.
And
Don't
then-
wake her.
It's going to be Sif's turn.
Oh jeez, that's me.
Oh, actually, sorry, it's not Sif's turn quite yet.
He's
There's
got
another
more?
dude bought up.
Better
Um,
not be another spider.
And a 7th giant
Nope.
comes over
But
and
he shouted, and like within 3 seconds, you
Oh,
see
no.
another one sprinting from in the forest,
oh fucking Christ.
Sup?
and he runs up to this
Oh,
to
I'm
this
ready.
rock. But that's his turn.
Oh no.
All right.
So
Okay,
now
so
it's
now
my
it's
turn?
Sif's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is.
How hurt is the big rock boy looking?
He's looking pretty bad. Like his knee is effectively
Bleeding.
gushing blood.
Have you been taking out the one hit point per turn?
Yeah.
His knee is inside out now. It's whack.
Oh, don't want the magnifying glass. I want the ruler. So I'm gonna bonus action move my lad here,
Okay.
and I am going to cast inflict wounds 2nd level.
Okay. So is there a roll that I'm making, or is it an attack roll?
How far away is this?
I don't
bastard?
believe so. I don't think you have to roll. It's make
It's
a
kinda
melee
far.
Okay.
Really?
Make
So
a
it's a
melee
spell
attack
attack.
spell against a creature you can reach. On a hit, the target receives 3d10 necrotic damage. That's level 1.
Okay.
Cast it as 2nd level or higher. The damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level above 1st.
Mhm. So you can do it at 40-10 right now if you cast it 2nd level.
What would it be? 1st level? Just
Like
3d10
first level is
necrotic
3d10.
damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll actually do it at level 1.
Okay.
I was being a little overzealous there, I think. Would I roll at advantage because we're flanking?
Yes, you would. Thank
Good I
God.
started to form the. Good that I started
Just
to
roll
form
another
that.
normal one. Just roll another normal one.
No. Oh,
Nope, that misses. He
Gosh, you rolled so
I-
bad.
I really did.
yeah, you I think how it's framed is Sif can't accurately see what his clone is doing through the grass, so you just kind of try and reach out for a leg, and his leg moves forward as you're doing that, and you don't quite catch it.
Then,
So you don't make contact whenever you release the spell.
Then a bonus action, I'll do Sacred Flame. Or
Okay.
try to Sacred Flame.
Yep. So he's got to make a dexterity saving throw, which he fails. So go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. And Elusive, you want to give me a death saving throw?
Elusive honey, I'm so fucking sorry. Elusive honey, I'm so
That's-
fucking sorry.
You want to mark 2 fails?
No, I'm not having this happen.
Someone,
I don't see you healing Elusive.
someone
Well,
wake her
I'm
up.
sorry I'm so far away. You want to give me a piggyback ride, Zaxxas?
No.
Exactly.
Right. And now Zaxxas, it's your turn.
Okay.
You got
How
this.
far? Let me see. How far? No, that's too far. Okay, so I want to
Did we all
move along.
see the big boy running.
I sure hope we did.
It's not subtle.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, you see this, like, path? I'm running next to Gob.
Yeah.
When I'm, like, halfway there, I want to, like, pause and shoot an Eldritch Blast at the boy down here.
Okay.
And then, like, keep
Yeah, you can do
going. Okay. Let me move first. Hey.
His
And
axis,
then-
Gob, a hawk. What more can you need?
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Kulon, honey,
Act-
please help our.
It's actually
our
pronounced damage.
It's Damagi, and no one will convince me otherwise.
Damagi.
Oh, Damagi.
That's a lot of damagi.
Oh, you're John
Someone
DiMaggio's. Let's go.
Shut the fuck up. Petition to excommunicate God from D&D.
Who's gonna take
okay.
over?
Anything else for your turn, Zaxxas?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You can
Then-
bonus action cantrip.
Kulon.
Kulon,
your
you
turn.
just hear Kai in the background. Heal our new gossip girl, please. Just like
Kulon-
that.
Sort of was unaware of what happened to Elusive, but when he hears Kylat has like that flashing montage of flashbacks of all the times they've hung out with Elusive 3 times.
An angel.
And I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
Thank God,
Okay.
bitch, because if it wasn't you, it was gonna be me.
Yeah, but I can do it from a distance, so.
And at a bonus action.
So
Yep,
yeah.
So you
Congrats, you're stable.
you're not dying anymore, but you're not awake.
Yep. You're gonna just
Okay.
take a little nap. How hurt does this motherfucker look?
He's like
Throw your
spewing blood from his knee, and it looks like he's gotten a little bit sluggish in his movements.
rock. His skin's
He's
looking a
kinda
little
panicking.
pale. More so
A little
than
bit of a more
usual.
pale purple than usual.
He's calling a doctor for a blood transfusion.
Not,
Frank,
not
you
looking,
sick?
Not
What's up?
looking quite as radiant.
Yeah.
I can do as many cantrips I want though, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
And with your action, you can cast a spell because that was a cantrip that you just cast. So you're fine.
Yeah, but I'm getting low on spells. And I have this.
Okay.
I remember that.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jester, all the fun times.
No. Oh,
Well,
August.
unfortunately,
Well, unfortunate. Why does it have such high wisdom?
it has a +1. That's it.
It's just a
His
good
nose-
roll.
You think just because
Yeah.
he's big, he can't have good wisdom?
This
Yeah.
You think he
racism.
doesn't read the news daily? He doesn't study textbooks?
That's
Alrighty.
intelligence, but nice try.
Shut the fuck up. Eat my ass. dog. Sif just shouting at the sky. Shut up, God!
Alright, I'll just go over here.
too!
Bye. And that's my turn.
Just
Nice
two,
one.
two birds to the
God.
sky.
We got the lads here.
All right, Half,
Killing
what you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna punch him, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Okay.
How is he looking?
He's still looking pretty fucked up. You're doing you're basically shooting him with a BB gun in the knee.
Okay, okay. So I can use another key point, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
As long
also-
as you have them.
I
You're
do.
also
Are
rolling an
you-
advantage still,
Are you
right?
marking them off on your character sheet?
Yeah, I got it. I have 3 left.
Okay.
He's also rolling an advantage, right?
Yeah, you can.
On account of El Flankaroo.
Ah, okay, okay. So then I get to roll 2 more strikes.
Those both hit.
Those sure do hit.
Ugh.
15 damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quick maths.
Now,
15 more damage.
is he dead
Quick
yet?
maths.
Beautiful.
8
No,
plus
he's-
7
he's
is
looking-
15, quick!
So, Flurry of Blows lets me have the disengage action.
Oh, it
and
does, doesn't
I
it?
gain 10 feet of movement, so I'm fucking yeeting for a second. Gonna just,
So you have 45 movement right now?
oh hell
Come
yeah.
join the lads.
Oh fuck yeah! Hey guys!
It truly is
Defensive formation.
That is a gaggle. A laggle.
I need someone to yeet me over to Lucifer so I can heal the girl.
Go to
You know, you're
Does
one of
he
the,
try
you're one of the
to
big
throw
people in this
stones?
I'll
campaign,
get
right?
the hawk to just push you.
I still have your stone pebbles, Kulon.
Yeah, just kind of get in range of it because it has a
How?
60 feet range throw.
Oh, it sure does.
Mhm.
Yeah, eat that bitch.
Yeah, yeet that. Yeet those nuts.
Maybe, wait. Let me make a
It's
suggestion.
my
If
turn.
I know, I'm just saying, to put this idea in her head now, maybe move a little bit so that if you critical fail, you don't beam me in the back of the fucking head. Because remember, that is a thing that can happen.
All the
I'm gonna do it.
And I
Was
don't
this
want a
purple
goddamn
square for? Or
watermelon.
this little pinkish square for?
Oh, I was
for me.
wondering where the stones were.
No.
God. like,
This guy? No, it does not.
Ah!
Fucking
Please-
hell.
He's got no knees at this point. He's living on a prayer.
You run up and stab him in the thigh, and he just kind of like he winces, and his legs are kind of giving out, but he's still panicking and going. Adrenaline at this point, you know.
Alright,
I
I'm
summon
back
a
in.
I summon a phantom paper bag for him to breathe in.
And I'm gonna yeet my little boy to the void.
Okay.
Goodbye, Hawk.
And it's getting hairy out in here.
Does your hawk have a name?
She does.
It's called Hawk.
It's God.
But you don't know it yet, so why would I say it out loud?
Okay, I was just wondering if it had a name.
Of course she
That is
does.
Well, I don't know if it's a boy girl, boy
Uh,
girl,
Boy,
a
girl.
boy hawk or a girl hawk.
Boy, comma girl,
My
comma
hawk
hawk.
doesn't have a gender. Excuse.
I don't know.
Their
what the
gender
hawk
is Fae,
chooses to
thank you.
identify as.
They are going to the shadow realm.
Okay.
It's over, Kaiba.
So, Kai, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna beam Sean in the back of his head, of course. But
Yep.
no, I want to get in his line of sight. I want to direct the attention to me. Would standing here do that? Could I yell at him like, "Hey, bitch"?
Hey, bitch. Yeah. He definitely look over at you.
Okay. Yeet.
But he
This
doesn't
way?
like his eyes don't linger anywhere. He's just kind of darting. His eyes are darting around. Yeah.
Okay, and
This guy's
this
panicking
is.
at this point.
Throw
so-
those nuts, girl.
Wait, can
You
I
can
let
throw
me,
one.
Throw that
Let me
nut.
read this.
A singular nut.
You can
Can-
nut him once.
This
I just thought of something.
wait.
It's a fucking Deku nut.
Aw.
Wait,
A
what's
fucking,
the
a
nuts
fucking
do
flash
again?
pod.
They're just really hard.
They're like, okay, but they're small nuts, right?
They're nuts.
Yeah,
It's a
they're
pe-
pebbles.
technically pebble-sized objects.
Small enough for
They're-
a hawk to grab.
They're about half dollar
Perchance?
sized.
Yeah.
Exactly the size for a hawk.
Yeah.
I have two of them.
We're gonna
After you
turn,
throw this one, right? Oh, or
turn
is it
your hawk into a bomber.
What I want to do is, would throwing the nut be a bonus action or an action?
It would be someone else attacks with you or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling if thrown. It's an action to attack.
I'm deciding on whether I want to throw my hand axe at it. Can I use? I was thinking on it, but I don't know. Can I use Divine Smite on a throwing hand axe or?
You cannot. It has to be on a melee weapon attack.
Motherfucker. Ah. You know what? I'm throwing that nut. Take my nut.
Well, okay.
No.
Roll me
No.
a
Never
D20
say
plus
that.
5.
roll the doing.
Or actually, it'll be easier. Kulon, can you just roll the nut attack? It should be on your attacks.
Oh.
You just roll the nut attack.
You
I think
wrote it
Luke-
here somewhere?
Yeah, it's magic stone. It's on top.
Oh, pff. I wasn't looking at the top.
Here, I'll change it because
Take it back. I want to do it again.
Just change it just for flavor. Call it magic nut.
There you go. Now I can see it. Thank you.
I'm throwing my pecans at him. Okay.
yeah, that one missed pretty
Ah.
severely. You're not used to it. Like you kind of lob it like you would a baseball, and it just kind of like flies off into the air.
I should have thrown
Explodes
my
20
hand
feet
axe.
behind him.
Out of
Aw.
curiosity, is that Dex or Strength?
The magic stone thing?
Yeah.
The magic nut?
It's
Yeah.
wisdom.
It is neither. It is
Oh.
a spell cast by Kulon, so it uses Kulon's wisdom.
The nut
Ah,
is
yeah.
wisdom.
You
And
know
it's
what?
true.
Oh.
Mess-
Magnut.
This boy
He's
better
not
come closer to me.
bronze,
so I
Okay.
can
it
finish
No,
is
that is-
brains.
That is Maginut.
Magnut.
Magnetic nut.
All right. So after Kai uses her turn, is there anything else you wanted to do?
No.
There was a very
Waiting
audible
for
question
another
mark there.
No.
There really was.
I'm ready to get hit
Not
by
my
another boulder.
No, you'll be
Swear to
fine,
God.
sweetie.
Come at
He's
me,
going
boy.
to actually just fucking like run away.
Come here.
Done.
Fight me. Where is he? Is he just coward?
And then he reaches down and grabs the first rock that he sees,
Oh.
and he's gonna throw it at Sif's little illusion guy
Oh, okay.
because he's confused as fuck.
I understand, little guy. Good thing it's an illusion.
Wow.
Holy fuck!
You would have thought.
I'm
Good
so
thing
glad.
it's an illusion.
Yep. And he gets it, and then he just like
46
beams it right
fucking
through
damage.
the illusion, and it passes
Christ.
through, and you see like victory on his face, and then it just passes through harmlessly, and he
You see a question mark appear above his head.
Great. Yeah, no, it takes a second or two, but like he definitely just like fucking.
He was
And-
so fucking proud.
And then he's going to just kind of.
Honestly, Taylor, why don't you just hire me to do your voice effects?
And then he's this other guy is going to peek over the hill.
Over the
And
river
then-
and through the woods.
Please, I have a family. Don't do it.
I don't, but don't you dare.
Kai
Watch
doesn't.
this AoE damage that's about to happen to us.
I better not lose this bear paw I just got. Jesus Christ.
What does that mean?
Alright, I was selecting who is
Scared.
going to attack. Gave everyone an arbitrary number, and there's 6 of you that are up. So, sorry, Kulan.
I fucking knew it!
Yes.
Um,
It's not
Tay
me.
doing manga style.
Where the fuck is the other cleric?
Kulan, you want to roll me a charisma saving throw real quick?
Oh,
He's
you
gonna
mean-
scream.
Oh,
Have I ever
nope,
told you
that's
about
not it.
the
It's
shoulder
not
touch?
against charm, and it's not against sleep.
Okay, fine, screw you.
Sorry.
Oh,
Ooh, oof.
honey.
Cool, I know.
The same thing happens as you
Ooh,
you
there's a
look
nat
at this
1
guy
in there.
pop up over this pile of rocks, and you see his eyes just kind of like sink into his skull and start spinning, and you feel your soul be pulled briefly out of your body for a second, and you take 17 psychic damage as it rubber bands back into your body.
That is a big fucking yikes.
It's like a lag spike in Overwatch.
This is what happened. Kulon laughs and then immediately just drops.
Yep.
Because he's at 0.
Oh god.
So Kulan's
Oh.
gone sleepy bye now.
Baby.
Yep. I'm dying.
oh god, who?
Okay.
Between my two beloved.
So now, Sif, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all that?
Please be a cleric.
Bitch, who?
I'm gonna Kai in character is gonna go and slap Sif with her bear paw.
I'm just being a meme lord, obviously. Let's see. Boop. Boop.
Okay.
Spare the dying.
Yay! And
What a
I'm
game.
still asleep.
Okay, you're still asleep. It's true. And with your with your bonus action,
With my bonus action. It's a good question. Would that guy be behind full cover for my low guy here?
yes, he would. He's ducked behind the rock.
Well, shit. I can move 30 feet, correct?
I
Yeah.
think so. Let me
It's
double
30
check.
feet. It's 30 feet. I see my fucking character sheet just like.
That's what happens when God's here.
We love a god.
Yep, up to 30 feet to a space you can see, but it must remain within 120
To
feet of
a
you, and it's
space-
definitely doing that.
That I can see.
Yep.
Gotcha. I'll move him right there. Actually, maybe not quite there. Right here.
Okay.
And I mean, that's my turn. I moved, did an action, did a bonus action.
Okay.
Life is lit. And by lit, I mean I'm
You
constantly
are
panicking.
Stable. So you don't have to make a death saving throw. So we're gonna go on to Zaxxas.
Woo, go Zaxxas.
Oh, I just gonna go straight to me, huh?
Yep, it sure is. There have been quite a few turns
Actually-
between your last one.
Ow.
Little redaction.
Fucking
Gonna
shit.
move him here.
Okay, that works.
I'm gonna go over to that rock.
I see we have the same plan.
This is my rock.
That is Half's comfort rock.
Yeah, that's my emotional support rock. Excuse me.
It's not a boulder.
It's a rock.
Speaking of boulders, are there still boulders here?
I
Yeah,
thought
like
they were.
it's a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I just like?
Pick one up and eat it.
I was just gonna say like, move it to like, try to throw one. Ah!
You okay?
That's very well.
Can't
Can I
believe you
like?
turned into John
Can I
Trump.
try to pick up a boulder and throw it somewhere?
Yeah.
You sure can try.
Use that dragon strength, babe.
It's
Can I-
since it's an improvised attack. It's just going to be a d20 plus your strength.
Okay.
You pick up a baseball-sized rock. I'll say.
D20 plus my strength modifier, correct? That's what you just said?
Yes.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 3.
Indy.
Who are you throwing that at?
Oh, I'm not throwing it at a person. I'm throwing it to make more cover.
What?
I'm throwing a boulder.
It's a
In the pathway.
baseball-sized rock.
Oh. Oh, it's
I
that
thought you
tiny.
were picking up a rock to throw at one of these guys.
No, no, no. I just wanted, like, move a rock.
Even half couldn't hide behind a baseball-sized rock.
You
Uh,
don't know.
If that's the case, I misunderstood. There are some larger rocks at the base of this pile, and you can move one of them, like roll one of them once or twice to move it away from this little pile by about 5 feet, maybe.
So,
Yeah, you can do that.
can I move the one that's, like, up here? And then, like, move it, like, over here?
Let me go into the map. You can move it to like here. Hold on. Like that.
I wanna
Oh, I
try
didn't
move-
even realize that those were like individually movable objects.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh my
neat.
god. Tay.
Plot twist.
The rocks are the enemies.
Cool. Well,
The
that's
rocks
what...
are actually Bakugo.
I think I used all my movement to get over here.
Yes, you did. Which is
Boy,
why
I-
you flipping it over once is all that you can really do from here.
Yeah. Do I still have a bonus action?
You sure do.
Well, I just want to move some more with it. No, wait, that's an
You
action
can't.
to
That's
dash.
an action. Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just chilling here then.
All right.
Got some
half
more
is your
rock
turn.
to...
Hot, sexy,
Because-
beautiful.
Kulon is stable, but also unconscious.
Yep.
Okay, well I'm gonna move behind
I
this conveniently placed rock
Okay.
and kind of just take cover behind it, of course.
Okay.
And that's
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, Gob, it's your turn.
Where is Miss Hamlet?
Hamlet
she's-
is in the grass, like with her little snoot, kind of nudging Kulon's head.
Oh
Okay.
baby.
How big is Miss Hamlet?
Why? Piglet.
About football size.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make an exact. I'm gonna like position my body to cover Miss Hamlet, right? I'm gonna make an exact copy of Miss Hamlet. That's not living,
Okay.
and I'm gonna yeet it
Um,
in this direction.
It is. Are you using minor illusion?
No, prestidigitation. But I
Oh,
assume Miss
then-
Hamlet would fit in my hand, right?
Yes, but it is an immovable illusion, because there are other illusions that are higher level that say specifically that you can move it.
But I can make a non-magical trinket.
Oh yeah,
So
you can do that. That would fit in
So-
your hand.
yeah,
But it's
Yeah.
immovable.
but I can't eat it.
A non-magical trinket for the size reference, it would be like a necklace that you
Palm
can make in
size.
your hand. Yeah, you can close your hand around it. Like
If you try hard enough, you can
that's
close your
that's what it means by like in your hand. It can fit in your hand. It's not your one hand can hold it.
It's a
It
bear
will
paw.
fit in your hand.
The bear paw
also,
could fit around Miss Hamlet.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm not trying to be obtrusive, but like if you could just do that with a cantrip, it would break a lot of shit in the game.
You're right. Okay.
I'm just gonna make a pig real quick. It can't move, but I just made a fucking pig with a cantrip. It was great thought though, like legitimately fan-fucking-tastic thought.
Then I'm gonna walk up here. Which how far is that? 30? Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. So go and roll stealth.
And I still have Blessing of the Trickster, so.
Holy shit.
And
Yep.
then I'm gonna use my action to make the smell of lovely meat.
Fresh grilled meat.
Fresh
Okay.
grilled meat.
gotta
Like
go beat it.
over here.
Okay.
This direction.
Yeah. That happens. You do it, and we'll see what the effects of it happen later.
They get
I
real
like it.
hungry.
So Kai,
Oh. It's decision time. Who do I wanna?
they're both stable on the ground.
cool and I love you.
Alright, don't heal the other cleric. No, it's good. I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, you're taking a well-deserved nap. I'm giving
How-
I'm giving 10 to to Miss Elusive over here. 10 total
Okay.
hit points with
Okay.
Lay on hand plus
Lay on
paw.
hand. Lay on paw.
that. Okay.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. I must fix it. I'm sorry.
You
Hold
just
on.
caress your
Scared.
bear paw across her face, like, wake up.
You feel the bear toe beans.
No, I
It
just
was
gently
missing
slap her a little
a
bit.
comma.
Oh,
Great, thanks, Tay.
You're
And then I
welcome.
Just put a thumbs up, you know. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement and move over here.
Okay.
And God, I can't wait to do this, but I can't do it yet because he's not 10 feet in front of me. They're so far away. The little babies are running. Okay, I think I'm done.
Wait, what are you wanting to do?
I really want to do this, but they have to be 10 feet in front of me, and I have to see them.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Whale.
Wait. Wait, never mind. That's an action. I lied. Go.
Okay. So this guy is going to grab a rock, then fucking run away.
Stop running!
Mother.
And on the way back, he's gonna fucking yeet this rock
Go ahead and hit me.
um,
Try to.
at Gob.
Oh!
As he's running, he's just gonna kind of like.
I'm hidden.
Actually, oh yeah, that's right. You are hidden. I forgot about that. So he's
Yes.
going to kind of like get far away and then turn back and look, just kind of scan the area and see Kai running, and he's gonna try and hit
Hey,
that
y'all.
shot.
Try it.
Thank
Try it.
you.
I dare you.
hit the other orc
Um,
for once.
Me and my 44 health can take it.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
fuck,
could
hold on.
take it. I'm a rogue.
Unless he rolls 40 fucking 6 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have disadvantage, right? Because of the length.
The distance, I think,
Distance.
is the
He
word
did have
I'm looking
disadvantage.
for.
But
Oh,
he
no.
still hit.
Ah!
I'm okay.
So
I'm
it is,
It's
um,
fine.
I'm fine. I only have 34 health.
sorry, that's fucking
I said that
18. That's 18 bludgeoning damage.
Just 18.
Yep, 18.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, wow, I only have 10 health. I'm okay.
Wow.
Yep. And then the other guy is going to
The meat. Remember the meat.
he
Mm.
and he kind of spends a little bit of his time scanning. He steps out from behind the rock and starts scanning around and just and sniffing and reaching into the grass and shit, and he wastes most of his turn. And that's gonna be it.
He
So
hungry.
Sif,
Yeah.
Okay.
because that was a clever idea.
No.
A lot of stuff happened during the turn that
Mm-hmm.
kind of threw off what I was gonna do. I want to cast Healing Word, 2nd level, on Kulan.
Oh shit. My
So go ahead and
hero.
roll that.
Oh, fuck
Oh
me.
my god.
Mm,
You re-roll that, right? Isn't that a homebrew rule?
Yeah, you do re-roll 1d4.
Watch it be another.
Actually, you roll 2d4 because
what?
both of those were ones.
So,
What?
what do I do?
Just /R space
/R
2d4.
space 2d4, not 5.
Yep, there we go. So that's 9 points of health
Oh.
because you have +4 wisdom. Yeah, that healing. If you scroll over the big number, like 5, it says in parentheses it has a 1. So it's 1 on the dice +4 for your modifier.
Sure does.
You've got that +4 wisdom modifier? Damn.
Just
Wise.
got
I'm
it,
a wise sage lad.
I love
Not all of the big ones are dumb.
him.
And
No longer.
then let's see.
A
Oh,
cow?
bonus
Isn't that one
action.
in there?
I want to Sacred Flame this lad that's peeking out, sniffing for meat.
Okay, yeah, you can barely reach it.
Yeah, literally 60 feet.
That fails. Oh, normal. There we go. So he takes 6 points of damage. All right.
And then I'm gonna say, sorry, Kulan, and then move here.
God. Damn.
Hey, my rock. She's
All right.
she's so
So elusive, you're awake and on the ground.
Looks funny. Get out of there.
Ah,
Oh god!
that was canon. She made that noise whenever she went. Yeah.
Oh poor baby.
so much
I-
happened.
I love you.
What happened while I was gone?
I healed Kulan. I did 6 radiant damage to the boy that was looking for me, and then I yeeted behind a rock.
Ah.
Did you?
By the way,
take
this rock is
Miss
only
Hamlet with
giving-
you?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss Hamlet is sitting in my papoose.
Okay.
You're what?
Alright. You heard.
Did I
Miss
fucking
Papoose.
stutter? My papoose.
I'm on my way to take Miss Hamlet from you immediately.
Absolutely not. You don't see me take Miss Hamlet. You don't know that I have Miss Hamlet.
In
Elusive,
God's
I want to
world,
point this out to you because I don't think you've used it yet, but you do
Second
have something
wind.
called Second Wind, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh right, the half orc
Kinda.
shit.
I come
Nope.
to,
Not
I
half
sit up,
Fighter.
and then I see the body of this creature on the ground, and I'm like, I look over to Kai, and I say, "Good work." Like, just assuming that Kai.
oh, I never touched him, but you're welcome, honey.
The body of what creature?
Okay,
Spider
the-
over here. It's way the fuck
no, the
over
one
there.
right here.
Oh,
The one right next to me. The one that killed me. Or
Okay,
knocked
There's
me
yeah.
out.
nothing
over
dead
here?
there.
Wait, he ran
Yeah,
away?
that guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
he's
guy
right
who
here.
yeeted.
Yeah, he's still living.
Oh,
This
shit.
is the same guy that's hurting very bad.
Yep.
Can you move
I
to
mean,
this?
hey, you can say you looked at the spider. Don't worry. It wasn't a fumble.
Retcon. Looked at the spider.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so the guy that's got his back turned is the one that's bleeding, right?
Yes,
Yes.
he's running away.
Have you been
Ah,
taking? Have you still been taking
motherfucker.
the damage?
Yeah,
Alright.
I looked to elusive like he's being a little bitch.
Tay,
Alright.
What?
you've been taking the one damage?
Yeah, he's still got well over
Okay.
what he needs.
X amount
what
of
he needs to
health.
go
Mystery amount of health.
Alright, I sit up and I kind of just get into like a crouching position, and I just I squint at him in the distance and I pull out my longbow.
Okay.
And
So now you have a light crossbow, a short sword, a dagger, all on the ground, and you pull it along.
No, I pull the longbow out.
Literally
Fucking
the merchant
walking
from
arsenal.
Resident Evil 4. What are you buying?
Like you fucking Reaper toss your weapons to the ground. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Elusive honey.
Okay. Yeah, no, you stick him like right in the kidney, and he almost stumbles as he's running forward, just out of the pain. But he
God, what's coming?
keeps on going.
Why won't he die?
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, wait. Is second wind a bonus action?
It is.
Okay.
These mans are so ugly. That was in canon.
Okay.
They so ugly, speed.
So can I use second wind and then action surge?
You
'Cause-
absolutely can.
Okay, I'm gonna pop second wind.
So that's
Uh,
1d10 plus 4.
Okay. And then okay, so 7.
So 7. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. And then invoke action surge.
Mm-hmm. Fire off another one, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean.
Oof.
Oh,
Nope. It
Oof,
goes
ouch,
long.
owie.
Kind of goes wide, yeah.
Ouch, owie, my rolls.
Well,
All right. Well, that was a good turn. Zaxus, what you gonna do?
If I go to the corner right here, do I have vision to shoot this man?
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
He's not trying to be subtle. He's not crouching in the grass. He's just fucking
Booking it.
booking
Okay.
it. He's boogie woogieing all the way to the forest.
Woogie woogie
You
woogie.
are my dad.
He's
But
gonna get
yeah.
a blast. Click.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Eldritch Blast.
Not quite.
Why won't he die?
God damn, he's so beefy! He's a beefy boy!
You big.
Oh god, that's not the give me my proper tool.
Lords.
But you strike him where the arrow hits, and you see him like kind of shake and rage as he's fucking running, just booking it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go behind this rock and just live my life.
Okay.
Live my life as a calm, rock-dwelling dragonborn.
Kulon, good morning.
Good morning. So, Kulon, face down in the dirt, just
Yep.
kind of pushes himself up and just kind of just like spits out some blood and is very confused.
And a very anime moment, spits out blood.
Exactly. And he's just gonna kind of look around, see a bunch of people behind a rock that wasn't there before.
We migrated.
No longer sees Gob, so he's like, ah, she fucking dead. And immediately is like, where the fuck is Miss Hamlet?
You were conscious when I grabbed Miss Hamlet. If only for, like, a brief moment.
Okay, then
But face in dirt does not mean saw
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
Oh,
like
no,
roads
because
of
I grabbed
pain.
Miss Hamlet when I moved, and then he got fucked, right?
No,
Isn't that how that worked?
I don't know.
Bold of you to assume we remember anything.
You're right. No,
Alright.
Check the tapes.
how I imagine it is you like, hey Kulon, you're good. I'm taking Hamlet as your healing word, probably. You scoop him up and you're running
Oh, right,
away
yeah,
as
no,
the
he was
magic.
dead, I forgot.
Yeah.
Not dead, down. Okay, yeah, I'm
he
a
was
buffoon.
passed the fuck out. He was taking a little nappy time. Little nappy poo.
Alright, what is
When
the
I say my papoose, imagine like a small pull-over hoodie pocket.
Your papoose.
My supreme fanny pack.
Oh shit, this guy's only 50 feet away from me?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Theoretically.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess not.
In a very Han Solo moment, this giant is running and dodging all the lasers.
Greedo, no.
Full on dirty and bloody just kind of shoots in that direction, misses, and is like,
Yabuka, fuck you!
Hmm.
And whiffs.
and oh look, rocks. Uh,
Oh, you would have 15 movement. So
What?
there you go.
Half your movement.
Because you stood up.
oh yeah, you're right.
Of course, God is right. God is always right.
I'm like
You kind of hobble over.
hobble over,
Ow.
collapse in front
Ow.
of Hap, and is just reaching at Sif for Hamlet,
Please. All right.
and that's
yeah.
it.
How does fucking dashing work again?
You use
Double your movement.
you double your movement. So your normal movement is 35. If you were to use the dash action, it is another 35, so 70 feet total.
Okay, and I'd be able to use my
You
bonus
as a
action,
monk,
right? Oh.
you can use a bonus action and a key point to use your bonus action dash.
I don't want to use my key point to dash. I just want a dash. Okay. Okay, God. Okay, God.
Oh.
Where was I gonna go?
Run up to him.
Yes! I'm a
Okay.
Dude, he just
Okay.
walk up slowly and down smash.
Yeah. And then I will use a key point because I think I can to do another flurry of blows.
Well, how this is going to happen is actually you used a key because flurry of blows has to be after the attack action.
Oh, okay.
So how this is going to happen is you use that key point instead to use Step of the Wind to get there, and you get one attack.
Oh, okay. Fine. We can do that.
Okay.
Let me just punch him. I didn't mean to do
Yeah.
it.
How do you want to do that? Because he's got 4 health. There's no way that you can fucking kill him.
I don't even know what I wanna do. I just wanna hurt him
Reach
real
your
bad.
fist into his chest and rip his fucking heart out.
You run up to him and fucking like full on Bowser forward smash, drop kick his ass.
Oh my god!
But it looks so ridiculous because all you can reach is his knee. So you find that damaged knee and you get up there and you hear it shatter as the back of your tiny little feetsies hit his giant ass knee. And he buckles and like falls down, and his face hitting the hard ground knocks him unconscious.
You
Can I-
hear this ethereal crowd cheering, half, half, half.
Okay.
A smash ball spawns.
Since,
Because I'll use that dash as part of it because you like fucking cannonballed yourself into him.
since I'm naturally stealthy, can I hide behind his corpse so this bitch can't see me?
Not technically a
not
corpse.
yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay,
Okay.
Gob, what you gonna do?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. So, if I
What a
theoretically
good turn start.
were to dip my sword in a flask of oil and then use prestidigitation to light it on fire, can that happen?
Yes, but that is your turn.
I couldn't attack afterwards.
No, because you're using your action or your bonus action. Actually, your bonus action to dip to pour the oil on the blade.
Hmm.
And then you're using your action to cast the spell. You can move.
No, it sounded cool, but I'll keep that in mind for our next
Oh,
fight.
It would absolutely be awesome and cool.
I'm just gonna yeet and then attack.
Okay. Roll for it, and you do get your sneak attack if you hit.
Oh,
21
Oh.
does hit. But you're gonna have to nope, because that's gonna roll crit damage.
Yeah. Shit.
So just go ahead and roll a standard attack
Yeah.
with it, and then
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh motherfuck.
Oh shit, that's a double one. Oh man.
Wow.
That's all 3 dice are ones. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
you hit him. You jump out and go ooga booga, and he and I give him a paper cut.
I fucking hate God.
Okay.
This is the
I'm
foremost
gonna
art of
get back
Pastafarianism.
behind the rock and use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Would you still have Blessing of the Trickster? How long does
Yeah.
that last? I haven't been
Less
keeping
an
track.
hour.
Oh, yeah. I don't think any combat would last an hour.
You're fine. Kai, what you gonna do?
Nothing much but move.
Okay,
That's all I
taking
can do.
the trek over there. Okay.
No, I want to move 6. Grab her. That's 60.
Oh wait.
Wait, yeah, you can move there. I don't give a shit. There we go.
God, I just want to fight there. Do you?
There we go. Yeah, that's
Before
fine.
my turn
Deal.
ends, I just want to let you know that I made my hawk reappear, like, right here. Grab a rock, throw it on the dead guy's body, and then disappear.
Appearing and disappearing is a bonus action for you.
For me?
For you, yeah, for you to manifest and dissipate the essence of.
You
Okay,
gotta
never
apparate
mind
and
then.
disapparate.
I just wanted revenge for the boulder. It's okay.
Oh, I know. No, I'm sorry, and you can do that. You
After
can
the
definitely
fight,
do
Gob
that.
walks up and places
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
boulder
I'll do
very
it after the
aggressively.
fight.
That is
Continue.
Cool.
You
Give me one of those
survive.
magic rock things. Yep. Okay, so that was Kai's turn, and then Mr. Big Boy, who is
I swear to
left.
God, he better run at me. I want to fight something.
Okay, so he does have 1 success on that one.
Maybe he shouldn't.
And he is going to run over.
Please, I'm literally like a fucking the size of your goddamn toe, dude.
And he is going to take out that great club that he has.
Oh! 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 Ah! Someone
Okay.
said.
Wow. Half is dead.
Christ.
Oh no.
Do you got any magic monk shit?
No, I've already used second chance. I got nothing.
Okay. And with that, he can pull his friend
Me and Gob. No,
out this far.
are you? You mother.
I mean,
So wait,
just
which,
got over
which
here.
I
He's
looked down
medic.
for a minute. This one's the one. Which one's the one that's?
The one with this little. Here, I'll go
Oh,
ahead.
this
and-
one's the
he's
one
got-
that's unconscious.
There we go. I'll just put a little red guy by that one. But he is like kind of medic, carrying his
Doctor!
friend.
Doctor.
Is
And
this
he's just
the
kind of like
bog?
dragging his feet along. Yes, it
Okay.
sure is.
He didn't need to do that to me. I just want to point this out.
But
He didn't need
did.
to, but he did.
But he did.
He's
All right.
extra as fuck.
Sif, it's your turn.
It sure fucking is, isn't it? Oh boy.
He just played whack-a-mole with something size relative to a normal human would be about the size of a bunny rabbit.
I have no bones.
Maybe a little bigger.
Farewell, half.
And this is where I leave the campaign, because I have no bones.
They are now pudding.
I'm not sure that there's really anything useful that I can do.
He just deployed the bone-hurting juice.
I forgot to drink my milk.
Mr. Big Boy, I don't feel so good.
God damn it. Just gonna.
Hi, Sif.
the clone says nothing. You fully unaware that it is a clone.
I'm also unconscious.
Yeah. And I'm gonna.
It's the
healing
scene in
word.
Hot Rod where they're whenever they're unconscious, they're fighting a taco.
Yeah.
and a grilled cheese
I'm
sandwich.
I'll say that for
gonna-
you. Don't worry.
I'm gonna
Don't
healing
worry.
word half.
Okay. How many points do you have to do? Okay, that
How
works.
many points do you have to do before
Thank you,
your
God, for giving me
half
7
man
health.
comes to life?
All right.
And then you know, I'm just gonna tuck into that rock there.
Okay. Alrighty then. Now
Alrighty
elusive.
then.
Oh,
What you gonna do?
Elusive. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all
Art
that?
thou muted? No?
Die.
Ah,
There we go.
Your bow.
They're back.
alright.
Dom or elusive constantly spacing out.
What's
when
happening?
God says, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" She's just like,
I'm
"Huh?"
just staring at the screen like.
Oh shit! I'm in combat.
She
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
died. Give her a second.
She was damn near close to death. She was like,
Still watching those
I
Tweety
had
birds
one-
fly around.
She was
one
like
saving
15.
throw, yeah.
she was 15 feet from the gate of truth.
I can't
Who
use
has been a
alchemy
patron?
anymore, so. Longbow time. Draw
Oh.
another arrow out. Does that hit the dragon?
that sure
one?
does. Which one are you aiming for?
Wait. Are both
The-
of them
the one
dead,
that's
or
Unconscious that's being medic carried.
Hit the one that's
the one that's-
unconscious.
the one
No
that's
mercy.
unconscious? No mercy. This man knocked me out.
The one that's unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. So that's you hit him and just like there's a satisfying thud. But he doesn't move and it just kind of sinks in like a pincushion.
Okay.
Turn him into
Is
one
he
of those
dead?
tomato pin cushions.
No, he's knocked out. His friend
Can
is
I
carrying
move,
through the forest.
or is that a bonus action?
No, you have your movement.
Okay.
What did I just do? Stop! Wait a minute.
There.
Hold up.
Kai's gonna need
Wait a
some more after
minute.
this.
Put a little love in it.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay.
There.
Whatever message that was, it was not directed to me. So
It wasn't a you message. I was looking out. How far can I throw a dagger?
oh, it's 20 feet. 20 feet with disadvantage and 60 feet. Sorry, 20 feet normally, 60 feet
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
Wait, that makes no sense. Oh, okay.
Basically,
okay.
you're having to like arc it up. You would be able to throw it this far if you like kind of lob it and yeet it, like truly yeet it.
Just like-
Maybe.
like a low-
imagination with this guy.
Well, Sean, what are you doing?
Sean?
Yeah, I saw a white line.
I drew the arc line
Uh-oh.
and then
Wait,
Okay.
Would it hit him? Because I mean, it couldn't hit him from here.
No, you're
no,
70
it can
feet
go
away.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, would my blowgun be an action or a bonus action?
Well, you'd have to draw it as a bonus action. So
Oh, never mind then.
you can't do
I
it.
just want to
I,
kill him.
I am literally
I know.
picturing Elusive opening a trench coat, pulling out a weapon, dropping the one she's holding, using it, pulling out the other side of the trench
She's-
coat, pulling out a weapon,
She's
Reaper throwing it.
channeling her best Reaper.
It's like,
Yeah.
but with different weapons and
Like
not
she
just
literally
daggers.
her cloak is extra. It's a cloak of carrying, and each time she
Need any
opens it,
weapons?
there is a wheel that she spins to see what the weapon is.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw the dagger anyway. I'm just gonna yeet it and then it's gonna
Okay.
land like right.
You're
like,
gonna
right-
hit
Yeah.
me in the face.
Go for it.
You're already dead.
He's gonna have a higher AC than normal, but and you
Okay.
still have disadvantage. So go ahead.
Please don't hit me. I have 7 health.
Yeah, no, that's not
Yeah,
enough.
no. Probably like lands right in
You
front
just,
of
like, kind
Half's
of-
feet or something.
and then the wind catches it and it kind of goes off to the left.
You're really
Yeah.
wasting
Lands, like,
my
right here.
dagger here, huh?
I'll pick it up.
Will you?
Hold
Oh my God.
All right. So next in the order is Zaxxas.
I can move over here first, right?
Yeah.
And then gonna go. What is that angle? Yeah, that's an angle. Okay. I'm gonna put him over there.
Okay.
And he's gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at this one.
That's the
No.
living one.
Yeah.
Kill him!
Kill his friend.
Finish him!
Finish him.
Oh, you
Where's
guys are
Eldritch
fucking brutal.
He
Kill
took
us,
my
kill us.
bones. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh.
All right. So was it the passed out one or the one that's dragging him?
The living one.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
moving.
Go ahead and do your damage.
Click.
All right. Yeah. He takes the blow and just kind of shakes his head and pulls again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Horse noises.
All right. And now I believe it is Kulan's turn.
It is so cool on.
It's cool on,
Gonna
bitch.
go next to his biffle.
Wow.
And...
Wait, where the fuck is my Oh, I deleted my clone.
No, you're
Oh,
close.
Oh
Accident.
well.
Fuck, I didn't even realize until right now. I don't even remember where he was.
He was like
He
right
was
here.
around-
He's like-
Yeah.
I didn't realize I could do that.
Oh, hi, Kulon. What you good here? Hey, babe.
And
There you
Kulon
go.
Sorry.
is
I didn't
very
realize.
upset. Kulon is just a whole aesthetic is just a lot sadder looking than you guys remember.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna cast that.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, worm. Okay. On the living boy.
The living boy, yeah.
Okay. So that is an attack. 19 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Kulon gets the anime glint in his non-existent glasses.
And then he yells,
Okay.
"Hooray."
So I guess I have to roll a dex save for the living boy,
Oh,
which
Ooh.
fails.
Alright.
tasty.
That's fucking
14,
hot.
and you see like shards of it explode and blood splatter as they hit the back of the neck and the top of the head of this guy that he's carrying as he fails another death save.
Yeah.
How many is he at now? Like 2?
Yep.
Oh, he's got a lot to worry about.
All right.
Half the
Kulon, was
most
that-
menacing small boy.
Kulon, was that your turn?
Kulon's
Okay.
just gonna kind of just hunch over, just sadness,
Hey,
All right.
gang.
spit out some more
Half.
blood.
What you gonna do?
My movement speed is half, right? Because I gotta get up.
Yeah.
My fucking bones gotta reconstitute my body.
There's a lot of popping and cracking. Yep.
It's a lot, yeah.
If you want, I can finish the down guy.
No,
if you wanna
no.
Go for the...
This,
Okay.
this is what I need to do. Also, I'm very scared I'll die if I go near the dude who's alive. Okay. So I go to this guy and I'm just gonna punch him in like the foot, I guess.
Karate chop his goddamn neck.
Yeah, no, that kills him. Like you punch him and you like with your fist, you punch him and then you see the last of his breath just kind of expire, and like coughs up blood with it. And it's nasty.
I just yell out
Okay,
from the
and
distance.
I
Yeah.
will use. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? There you are. I'm gonna use my fucking last key point to do patient defense. I'm not playing these games.
Okay. All right, there you go. You are watching to make sure that you don't get fucking wrecked.
I'm not about my bones being gone anymore.
Who needs bones in this
okay.
economy? This
Oh,
is the
God.
jellyfish life.
Alright, I'm gonna use bonus action dash to get in within range. And
Okay.
Then, okay. Fuck.
Ooh, hard miss.
Oh, there's so many
There are
arrows.
so many goddamn.
Everyone's visually mathing.
I'm
The
gonna.
hypotenuse of a triangle is equal to a squared plus b squared.
Okay.
Actually, I'll be behind half.
Can you
Gotcha.
step in front of me so I can hide behind you?
No.
Okay,
You know I'm with patient defense.
So Kai, what you gonna
Okay.
do?
We're moving. We're moving. Yeah. We're We're moving.
Please give me some health.
Can
No.
nope, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm here to throw my hand at. Well, actually, is this man still alive right here?
No,
No, I
that
d-
guy's
I deleted
dead.
him.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
Okay. I want to throw my hand at this one. Actually,
Okay.
wait. Is he? He sure isn't. Fuck. Yeah, I'm throwing my
If you
hand
get to
axe.
this square, you could hit him.
Underscore gaming 1 is
Can
now
I, or
playing.
can I
Oh
not?
my
No, you
God.
can't because that's your full movement right there. But you can beat that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm eating my hand axe. So,
Okay.
yoink. I hate myself.
Nope, that misses.
I just want to fight him.
I know.
The orcs are whiffing.
I wish I could take everything back. I should have gone with my original plan.
Unlucky.
Well,
The dice have been rolled. The wheels of fate have been set in motion.
what has been done cannot be undone.
We are all sleeping slaves now.
okay.
Got that nat too, if you know what I mean.
What the fuck is a two-sided die? Is that
It's a
just a
coin.
coin?
A coin.
And it was just my way of deciding if he would run or not.
You want to
Oh.
go?
Oh.
Fight me. I have anger in my veins.
Oh, he
You're not
does.
a barbarian.
But not yet.
I'm close
First
enough.
one is on little tiny
Little
hat.
halfy
I
boy.
got my defense. I'm fine. Everything is okay.
And he misses, so he takes another whack at it.
That's exactly my armor class, you bitch. You
So that's,
bitch.
What does patient
Yeah,
defense do?
It gives disadvantage on attacks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 17 bludgeoning damage.
I'm dead again, guys.
Cool on.
Later.
I'm here.
Cool on.
I'm taking a nap.
Goodbye, half.
And
I have to get rid of you, so stay.
now it's Sif's turn.
Goes. Do I want?
Do you want?
Let's see. Please get your ruler out of the way for just a moment.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
If you look at your ruler, do you see a hide from others option under everything, like show to others and hide from others?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, we should probably all go.
Yes, I see. Interesting.
God, Egg, please.
Oh, you can see that?
Yes, I can. I can see them.
Whoops, my bad.
Rest in pepperoni, God.
I immediately
I believe that was the proper movement there
Yeah.
for 30 feet. And I want to cast blindness, deafness.
Ooh.
This bitch can't
Okay.
see. This bitch can't
What save am
Real
I
soft
making?
and wettle. Like,
Constitution.
soft
Oh,
and
I mean,
wettle.
none of those would have passed. So
I am blinding him.
okay.
Mm.
My eyes.
Well,
And that, I will, let's see. Because that's action, bonus action. just gonna move up there with my fellow Dragonborn's axes.
Just the
Huh?
boys having a night out over there.
That'll be
Good
my
boy.
turn.
Okay. Elusive.
Yeah.
Elusive.
I'm gonna move up to Kulon. Hey, Kulon.
Hey, what's poppin'? Kulon just kind of spits.
I'm just about to.
Kulon opens his mouth to
Destroy
speak,
this
and it's just a puddle of blood pouring out of his mouth.
Oh no.
Alright. Now I pull out my longbow
You know.
and
No, elusive.
I missed.
Weeps.
Damn it. But it's
Action.
okay, because now I'm in range for the dagger. Wait, shit, it's on the ground.
Yeah, you kind of threw it.
Alright.
P Gaming is no longer playing Apex Legends.
Man. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna say some kind words to Kulon, and that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay, Zaxxus, it's your turn.
It's okay, Kulon.
Was
Kulon
that the
appreciates
spot?
it.
Or was this the spot? That's the spot. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
No.
No. I think that was the spot. Right? Nope, not the dice. Not the dice.
What are you doing?
That was not the spot. Where was the spot? Was this the spot?
What spot?
I'm trying to get it
Spot.
so where I move 30
Spot.
feet, but I'm 40 feet away from him.
I
Were
mean,
you
that
right
would
here
work.
to start?
Okay,
To,
I think I need to go up one more.
Yeah, one more. Right here. Would work. This piece stuff.
Eh.
There you go.
And I was going to use Eldritch Blast on the man.
Okay.
Click,
Sure does hit.
click.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits and does some damages.
And that is all.
Some
Sorry,
D-
my
some
roommates, knowing
Demagus.
full well that I'm doing D&D right now, decided to start some drama. And
Tell
our
your
text
tell
is
your roommate
booming.
that they can eat my entire taint.
Alright, it's no big deal though. Okay, so you did your Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Do you have like cantrips or anything? Because you can do cantrips.
That was a cantrip.
Oh,
Eldritch
was it?
Blast is my cantrip.
I don't know.
You have
warlocks
normal
at
spells
all.
too.
I do have normal spells, but I'm just like, I don't think I need them right now.
we're half is dead.
Your friends are dying. You are literally the Lil Uzi Vert song. All my friends are dead.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me that
This
you've
is-
had spells this entire time? And you
They're not spells that'll help
He's got-
you guys.
This is XO Tour life.
They're only spells to help me.
Alright, so Kulon's gonna stay where he is. We'll get this spare the dying out of the way. Half, please.
Okay.
Please, half.
Don't die.
I don't have bones anymore. I'm living on a prayer.
Like, Kulon's gonna cast spare the dying. He's not
It's okay,
100%
John Bovey.
sure it's gonna work, but he's like, alright, guess we'll try this. And then he wants to fucking cast.
There's still what? How many nuts left?
He's blinded,
I
right?
forgot about
Yeah,
the
he's
nuts.
blinded.
Who has the nuts?
You have
Me,
one.
I have-
Kai
Kai
had
does.
Kai
I
has
had
has
one.
the nuts.
an amount.
Kulon has one.
I have one.
Kulon has one.
Mhm.
Kai picked up
Kulon
two,
had another
used
two.
one, and then Kulon had the other, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Kulon's gonna go over here
Oh God. Jesus.
and is gonna cast. Where is it? Let me just read it really quickly so I think I know what I'm doing.
Speed read.
This giant's gonna fucking step on me because he can't see shit.
Alright, so, Coolon's gonna do some magical bullshit and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Shit!
That definitely hits.
Ooh,
What
can I
are you?
describe
What's the
weapon?
shape? Yes, you can.
Yes, it's a fucking twirly ribbon thing.
It's like a
Like a baton
Like a
with a ribbon at
fucking
the end.
icicle.
like at
at
the like the
end.
Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
The ribbon dancing.
What is? Ew! I hate that.
Yep. Yep.
Who is she?
So I do my damage for it now.
Yes, you do,
Uh,
and you can control it too.
oh yeah. I'm gonna have it attack again. Do I?
You can actually only attack with it once per turn as a bonus action.
Oh right. Yeah, I already used my bonus action. Okay, never mind.
But that was your bonus action.
The Spare the Dying was my bonus action.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, this is your action then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Then we can do that. All right. And then half.
Hey,
You don't do anything because sleepy bye bye.
I'm taking my
And
nap.
Gob.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to make my hawk appear on Kulon's shoulder.
What?
What's poppin'?
And
Caw,
Um,
motherfucker.
I'm gonna walk up and try to slice this motherfucker. Click.
Okay.
Whoa.
Click.
Yeah, that definitely does some damages.
That's
Uh,
a lot of
Looks
damage.
confused as shit.
I'm gonna walk behind Kai, and then
Hi.
the hawk is gonna take Kulon's pebble
Nut.
It's a
nut if he'll allow it, and drop it and fly over and drop it on the.
Sure,
My
I'll
hand
allow
felt
it.
like an
Why not? Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's an animal. Kulon will
It
do
is
whatever
a
it says.
a literal airdrop. Just
Yeah. Like.
Hold on. Wait.
Dom just there dying.
Hello?
Hmm?
Who?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The bard. Yeah. Thank you, God.
Hang on.
I'm so sad we don't have a bard in our party.
I'm turning it up all the way.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Thank you, Taylor.
You're welcome. So go ahead and roll this attack with Kulon's +5.
Wait, what do I do?
1d20 +5.
A nat 20.
Oh,
God.
it hits the ground to the left of it as it swoops up a little bit too soon on its bombing run.
Okay.
Okay, Kai.
Well, he's gonna
what
eat
are-
as far away as possible
Yeah.
after that.
That's fine. We're keeping this music though.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't hear anything. Hang on.
Yeah, turn it down. Can whoever is watching this please clip just that moment and even regardless of the fail, like, because goddamn, if ever there was to be a highlight reel, it's all of us going hello and then all of a sudden Flight of the Valkyrie playing.
All right. So Kai, what
Okay.
are you doing? It's your turn.
I'm patting her on the back. You got this.
you got this, buddy.
Doing that first as my bonus action. I'm doing
Fuck
the channel
you.
the video. You.
Fuck
And
yeah!
I'm getting a
No,
little.
fuck yeah!
Am I in mauling range?
You sure are.
I am. I'm doing divine smite on him as well.
Okay. If it hits, you do divine smite. Let's go. You have advantage on the attack.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
No advantage needed. All right. Roll me a 1d20 real quick.
Oh,
Oh my god.
1d20.
6, 11.
Oh.
I was
That didn't work quite exactly.
Oh.
14 damage
That's
plus
always 13.
14,
I
28
don't know.
damage plus whatever that crit roll was.
Stunning blow. Critical damage times 2. Stunned for 2 turns. See stunned condition. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
Poor guy
because you're
is blind, taking big dick damage and getting
Yeah.
stunned.
so because
Hello. I planned
because
it,
half orc bullshit.
Yeah.
Savage attacks. When you score a
Half-orc
critical hit with a
bullshit, high
melee
five.
weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit. So instead of 3, roll me 4 instances of your
4.
damage, which is 8d6
Oh my
plus your
god!
strength
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god!
plus
You're
double
what I
your
have-
divine smite.
What do I have to roll?
So
8d6.
8d6 for me real quick.
8.
That's so many.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so you do 39 points of damage to this motherfucker.
I've been waiting for this. I had it
And
planned.
he you smack him so hard that you hear individually 4 ribs crack,
Oh.
Can I
my
and
God.
he immediately coughs up blood.
In
Roblox
Orcish-
sound, please.
In Orcish, I get caught up in battle. I yell, "Fuck you!"
So in common you go fuck you and cast your divine
No, she said
your
Orcish.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
yeah,
said
no,
Orcish.
and you cast before you hit him. You cast your vow of enmity. Fuck you, and then you hit him, and then Orcish afterwards you go, fuck you. And, it's
Fuck you! Fuck
no,
yeah!
fuck me.
Fuck you, fuck you.
Okay, so now it's his turn. Sorry that it's weird. I put him in the shadow realm, so there we go. So after that, he's going
blinded
to
and stunned, isn't he?
panic and look around. He is going to blinded. Is that at the end of his turn? Yep, at the end of his
Yeah,
turn.
at the end of the turn, he has
So,
to roll a Constitution.
He's going to wherever that painful bullshit that just happened came from. He's going to roll at disadvantage twice. What's your
Hail.
AC?
It's 16.
16. Oh my god, yeah. So he just kind of swings wildly and swings too high both times.
What I thought, bitch.
Used to sparring with people his own size. And now he's gonna roll a con save for oh shit, that first
Oh.
one saved. I didn't see that it rolled. My bad. Yeah. So he does get his vision back afterwards, but damage is already done. All right. I'm gonna yeet this guy over here because
Goodbye.
he just needs to be there for the turn order. Sif,
Wow.
what you gonna do? This dude is looking pretty hurt.
So here's a question from me to God. Can I cantrip twice? Once as an action, once as a bonus action?
Yes.
This is not to gob. This is to God.
But he just say yes.
Is it? Is it?
Yes, my child.
Had to get the god voice.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
So I will sacred flame once from my my duplicity boy.
Okay. That is if your cantrip is a bonus action naturally.
Oh, it is no one action. Oh well, I'll still sacred flame just from my
Okay.
my duplicity boy.
Yeah. Means that he's gonna need a dex save.
He sure doesn't
Nope.
make that.
He sure doesn't, and he takes the full 8 damage.
No.
He's not looking any better, that's for sure.
And then I will
yeah.
just kind of whoop.
Okay, yep, that works. Elusive.
Yes.
What you gonna do?
How is this man still alive?
He's
They're
so
big.
strong.
They're big, beefy lads. They're 15
They're
feet
literal
tall.
giants.
Oh, these are actual giants.
Oh, so wait.
Yes.
Can I, before God reveals that, just on my turn, this is something I meant to do earlier and then kept forgetting. Would I have any knowledge of what these fuckers are?
Roll me a history check.
That's just
See if
a
you've heard
man
stories
in
of these
here.
guys, because you're still in Fae, and these are big motherfuckers.
Okay, so history check.
Yes.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Evil
I
Fae
thought
giant.
I was
That's
big.
Okay.
it. You recognize it as something large enough
As
to be
something
classified as a
that
giant.
is a giant, but specifics are
And your knowledge of history tells you he's ugly. So
I don't need history knowledge to know this bitch fucking ugly.
Okay. Now elusive.
I know the dagger's around here somewhere. It's probably. I think it's like.
Where I'm at.
Yeah, I think it's literally on Gob.
Okay.
Let me just look over.
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
that's
like
enough.
you, as you're running, you catch the glint of it, and you know exactly where it is, so you can go and pick it up.
I grab
We'll
it
say it's
and
around
then
there.
I grab the dagger and then I throw it right at the boy.
Okay, roll it.
Oh,
Holy
Oh,
shit! Roll me a
shit.
d20. That's so many crits.
It's 3 nat 20s this game. 4, isn't it? Actually,
Something like
Yeah.
that.
3
Okay.
on attacks and 1 on my what is it? Fucking initiative.
Okay, so roll me 3d4 plus your dexterity.
So many.
13.
Oh,
15.
my
shit.
god!
oh
Jesus
my god.
Christ!
Did you aim it right at his eye? Jesus.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
dex.
Holy shit!
Look at just hella this.
Oh my god,
is it-
Oh,
Dom!
Cub's
Okay,
gonna
so
see this clasp
15
elusive on the shoulder
damage.
and be like, "You're welcome."
Both my clone and me are both just like shit-eating grin, double thumbs up, like shit, yeah.
So what happens is actually like this guy is panicking and looking around, and you kind of just run in there and grab a dagger off the ground, flip it over, grab it by the blade, and throw it so that it cuts his Achilles heel, like his Achilles
Okay.
tendon.
Oh, honey.
And you see a spurt of blood just, and you see his knee buckle, and he's now on one knee
He's not dead.
and bleeding.
He's
Alright,
not
Zaxxas.
having a good one.
Go
So,
ahead with this.
okay, can I swap my weapons for him?
I'll say you can. As a bonus action, you can do that.
Okay,
Does have to be a melee weapon, but yeah.
okay. So, where am I? Where's me? There I am.
You're up here. Yeah.
Click. Is that? Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna move down here. That was the spot. And from the halberd, I want to turn into a trident.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then I
as
want
you're
to.
running, it's kind of like the blade at the top is shifting into 3 prongs. So, yep,
And then can I just yeet the trident at the
you
man?
sure can.
I'm just gonna make.
It's
The, like,
1d6
normal.
damage instead of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the normal like attack, and then I'll just
Okay.
do the damage separate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Click.
That sure hits.
So it's 1d6
6 plus 4.
So that's gonna be 7.
How do you
Yes.
want to do this?
Which side of him is facing me?
His left side is facing you. Actually, it would actually be like closer to his back because he had turned, panicking and looking for an exit.
Can I aim for his like shoulder neck area?
Asshole. Oh.
No.
Right up
Because what
Yeah.
I'm thinking is I
No,
want the
no,
trident
he
to
wasn't.
just...
He wasn't there, Taylor. He was here.
God, get it right.
We're side by side.
Could the trident like stab his like neck head, and then it's the head goes flying up with the trident?
How about this?
Okay.
You run at him and fucking javelin Olympic throw style. You
Couple steps back, couple
hard
steps
as you
running
can.
forward. Yeet that
the
shit.
the middle prong hits his like right next to his spine, and the two other prongs kind of wrap around his neck and force him forward, so that he goes and it stabs his friend's corpse, and you kind of like forked them together.
Shish kebab.
Oh, they're Siamese twins. Aw.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Big fucking yikes.
I wish to loot. I want money.
I'm gonna grab the dagger out of his abdomen.
Oh,
Or
what's the music for?
I'm just gonna make the weapon
Is
disappear
that our
now.
victory music?
Yes, it is.
Hooray!
Hell
Yeah.
We solved his giant puzzle.
You did
Oh,
it.
not like
Before anyone else says anything, I want to sit back and just like intently watch what Gob is doing.
I'm pocketing
All right.
coinage.
So
I'm sitting on the rock.
investigation.
I'm tired.
You kind of reach in here and
Huh?
you don't. What?
That was the
this is
music
bot.
man.
Oh, Mr. Music Man. Goodbye, Bard. In the
Goodbye,
corner.
Bard.
Back to
You
corner.
start searching through stuff and realize quickly that there are in fact no pockets here, and a lot of these little boils that are all over their skin don't like you touching them, because in the brief instance that you try and like situate a corpse so that you can loot it, two of them burst. And you're immediately like, no.
How do they walk?
Does any of it get on me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to
Do
get
it.
it out.
Do I- do I-
Get out, get out.
Do I see this happening to Gob?
Yeah,
From-
no, we're watching.
Absolutely.
From my actual position here.
How is Half doing?
I'm taking my nap, bitch.
He's asleep.
Okay, can I like I'm gonna rip out a bit of
We-
my cloak.
Wait. We do have the twig. I don't remember who specifically has it, but we do
You
have
have
the
it. You do.
twig. I do.
I have it.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
someone
I
has
thought
it.
My
we gave it
hair.
to. Yeah, I was gonna say we gave it to Kulan because Kulan knows about elven shit.
Oh,
Holding it.
my notes are incorrect.
I got
Some-
tons of berries.
Did I write down in my notes who was holding it?
Give that man
I
a berry.
put Sif got a fucking stick.
Just open Half's mouth, just shove a couple of berries.
You have to
Yeah,
masticate
I
for
didn't.
him.
I did not. Yeah, just open and close his mouth.
Crunchy.
Juicy
A berry?
Yep.
isn't it?
Well, it's 1d6.
Uh,
So roll 1d6 to see how many berries pop up when you shake the branch.
Oh, me?
yeah,
Whoever's
okay.
using it. Yep.
All right.
1d6 for how many berries spawn,
So 2 berries. You shake it, and 2 berries kind of pop up on the end of this little stick.
and then it's 1d4 plus 1.
I might as well share this with you then too. Edit.
Carl, back off.
Carl.
Lucas. There you go. Okay, it should be in your thing now.
Yoink.
Sprig of Kolfa N.
Where'd you put it?
It's should be in your. We'll-
Wait.
you
Did
should
you
be able to see
you
it.
have to? Did you when last campaign? Did you add it to who was holding it?
Last
because
session.
not last campaign.
Yeah,
Last session.
I sure did add it. It says that in players'
Okay.
journals, Sean.
Well,
and
then
Lucas
because
can
then
see it.
I would have it. In that case,
Huh?
because it was in my inventory from the start.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever.
I'm battling my cat right now. So what's happening?
You got 2 berries. You have to roll. What is it? 1d4 plus 1. Yeah, 1d4
Yeah, for
plus
for
1
each
per
one of them,
berry.
just to heal.
Okay.
So who's getting which berries?
I don't know who wants a
These
berry.
two.
I
I'm gonna
don't
Give
keep
them
need
it all.
to Ash.
I would very much like.
I'm gonna do.
to, like-
Do you want me to do lay on hands on you again, so I
If
can sleep
you
it off later?
if you want to know the actual health of everyone, Kulon, you're the lowest.
Oh, I'm doing
Except for half.
lay on hands to cool
All right.
on.
Well, I'll give one to half and one to me.
Okay. So
Wait, 1d4 plus what?
+1.
+1. Yep. Oh,
I'm
roll
g-
roll 1d4 again. Oh my god.
Um, now what?
Can we
Okay,
get a
roll
3P?
roll 2d4. Just to because you got to replace both of those guys.
Oh,
All right, roll 1d4.
I'm.
You heal 3 Kulon. And then yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Half heals 3 as well.
Can
Thank
I
But
give
you're
like
awake.
5 lay on hands points to cool on?
Sure.
Oh.
Then- Okay, cool.
Thank you.
5 to half because I had to.
I'm gonna walk over to Sif and be like, I'm gonna hold on to you for a bit, okay? And then I'm gonna send my hawk above the bog to check out what's happening.
Did you-
Okay.
I am supporting Gub fully.
What is it, Kulon?
Hey, did you just lower my health?
No, I put it at 14.
It was 17. 3 plus the 5.
Fucking damn it, Hawk, you let me down.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was 17.
Your passive
There you go.
perception is
Good.
higher
I
than
forgot
this.
you healed from the berry too.
I can do math. I swear.
I put in.
Lucas can do
Kyle's
math.
healing.
Maybe Kulon can't, but
That's
Lucas
very
sure
true.
That's valid. So yes, we can. Gob.
Yep.
You send your little hawk, your non-binary hawk,
Yeah.
up over the trees, up over the tree line. I want you to roll me a perception check real quick.
With me? Okay.
Yes. You do have advantage because the Hawkeyes.
good
Well,
old.
thank God for that
Oh
advantage.
shit! Holy fuck!
I am Blue Thunder.
So-
Thunder.
You
Jesus
get up
shit.
high enough with the hawk to kind of see the general shape of this forest. Here we go. Let me just kind of yeet you the fuck over. I've got to do the whole shifting thing. So we'll just go ahead and, for the sake of this is annoying and I don't want to do this anymore. And by this is annoying and I don't want to do this anymore, I mean I don't want to, have to fucking reveal areas of the map every time you move anywhere. So I'll just let you guys see the map.
So I was gone while I assume this happened. So from here, from Burkris to Feeden, that's where we got Burkris to
Yeah.
Feedenmar.
Yeah. That was before you got to the cave. That was where,
Oh, Feedenmar was where we met the bear boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then this fight happened like basically immediately upon leaving.
It was
the
like
Bear
a
Boys cave.
year-ish.
oh, reveal areas. Okay. I might have fucked up and drawn a giant square around the map, but that's okay.
God,
you
you
go.
fool!
It'd be like that, God. It'd be like that.
There we go.
Hey, a map.
And you do in fact see that when you fly high enough, there is a giant tree in the center of this forest.
The one that
Mm.
seduced
So I'm
everybody.
assuming that's the tree.
It looks like a butthole. I was gonna write that, but I was gonna draw it, but
Now,
it looks like a butthole.
this was kind of a hasty drawing, but yeah, this is what I was doing right before the session last time. This entire map took me like 5 minutes. But
It took you 5 minutes to draw a fucking chocolate starfish.
yeah.
Love that.
And so you can kind of see the labels on the map right now.
Mhm.
You got Burkris down here, and then you traveled for like 5 days to get to Feedenmar, and now you've gone the polygon line. We're gonna do this.
Is
color
Eldrotha
again.
the name of the place, or is that the name of the wolf?
You don't know yet.
Oh, that's a
Wait.
good point.
It's my
You're
mom.
kind of going in this path right there.
Ooh.
But
You
I
guys-
see this
The forest butthole.
this
Well, you kind of look around, and with your 16, you were
Mhm.
specifically looking into the forest to your south, to
Yeah.
the south. So
Okay.
you aren't able to like scout out the entirety of the map. I just didn't want to hide shit because that's annoying.
That's
But
fair.
but you look south and you send your hawk because I believe it can only go a certain distance, right? Like a mile.
I think so.
Because you
Sure.
have it look this way, and you can, whenever it gets above the tree line, like actually above the tree line, it's easy to see that this tree in the center is like 100 feet, 200 feet taller than any other tree around it, like minimum. And you also see it kind of like swaying unnaturally as it's
Swang.
yeah, it's like the entirety of the trunk of the tree is like undulating from side to side. And that's about all that you can tell. But yep,
Okay.
that's what your hawk eyes see.
But look with your hawk eyes.
Yeah, I can find whatever the fuck. How long you guys? I'm assuming it's.
You would wager that like what your hawk is seeing from like way the fuck up is like a few days worth of traveling, and you can't see any specifics about anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Gob, Gob's gray eyes are gonna turn back to normal, and she's gonna. Before that, she's gonna tell the hawk to come back.
Wait, your eyes were gray? I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
Yeah.
When you channel your senses into a familiar, you see through the familiar. You can't see your immediate area.
Yeah,
You can't hear your immediate area, like
but I
around your
can
character.
feel my body.
Yeah, she
Okay.
can. Gob can feel her body, and she can still speak to us. She just can't hear or see from her body.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
scared the mother of God out of Kai with that.
She just kind of goes, "I'm gonna lean on you," and then kind of blanks, and
Yep.
her eyes look like fucking Brandon Stark. Whenever
Yeah.
is everyone caught up in Game
Yep.
of Thrones?
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
Oh
warg.
my God,
Surprise.
really?
You literally just warg into your hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned this up like, oh my fucking god, she's dead.
Oh my fucking gosh, she fucking dead.
You can't kill me. I'm a bad.
I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah. So, what are we doing now?
Does she relay that to anyone?
I'm gonna tell everybody about the big tree
I gently
southward.
push you up off of leaning.
When she tells me about that, would I, given whatever details she would know from a 16 perception roll, would I be able to make like an estimate from where the hawk was to where the tree is, or would that be like way out of the scope of reality?
Yeah.
Well, I
kinda-
wouldn't know it's farther than from when we left, so
Yeah. Okay.
just a couple days travel to get to the tree.
I mean, it's several like days worth of travel through the plains, or a few days worth of travel through the plains. It's probably more than that whenever you look into this forest and see that like there's all kinds of vines and bullshit on the ground that's hindering your movement. Not to mention the two big boys that tried to run back to the forest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there may very well be more biggle boys lurking.
We don't want to fight more of them? It went so well.
So would you
Love it.
pop back to the big map?
Yep.
Just assuming that Gob relayed all of that to us. We are where?
You are right here at the tip,
Okay. Right at the tip.
right
Yeah.
by,
Just
like, right by that where the. Yep.
It's probably still better if we keep going on
So-
our path.
yeah. To
Uh,
Eldrotha.
instead of trying to go through the very dangerous woods or
So
around it.
this is woods, right? The green area here.
This
Yeah,
is
that's like the
dead
the
plants.
And then-
moving wood. That's the bog right there. And yeah,
But
the little
green
barrier
the
around
green
it.
part is the bog.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then
the weird
this
teardrop.
is like dead plants, but not quite bog.
It's like a slug.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like kind of
Swamp.
all of the plant life is just kind of flattened out, and all the nutrients are being sucked out of it really quickly.
Okay.
Like it looks like it's a bog that was drained, if that makes
Oh.
sense.
Okay. I get you.
So,
So
we're
what
on our
is
way
the
to
move?
Eldrotha.
I figure we probably should go.
We should rest first. Everybody
I mean,
seems
absolutely.
to
I mean, we're
be-
going
Roll
to
me-
because it's
roll me a
still
perception check, guys.
several.
Oh,
Oh,
Kai's
God.
on like a high right now from getting that really good roll.
Oops.
Sorry.
Whew.
Sif isn't
Ah.
Sif, goodness.
Kai is focusing on her still newly acquired bear claw.
Yeah.
Works.
I'm punching it. I'm trying to like test it on Kulon, like rubbing it up and down his arm, you know?
Yeah.
See how the
but
toe beans feel.
Sif, you start to see on the edge of the forest, you start to see some shapes, like some dark shapes that are obscured by the shadows cast by the large trees. Start to see them kind of shift and move around the trunks and get closer and closer to the edge of the forest.
Oh, thank you.
And once they get to here, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What the fuck? I don't know why that happened, but okay. Once they get to like here-ish,
That
you
was
see
in
'em-
DM layer.
Oh, it was. Oh,
No?
I
here-ish,
didn't see it. Okay.
like not past the trees, but they like so you still can't see any faces or anything. Even with the
Just
20.
dark shapes.
It's kind of and you hear just kind of a
Dark
few
menacing
low,
shapes, or
guttural. You don't know. But you hear some some like low guttural coming from a few of them that you can hear.
They just killed Tom and Jerry. What the fuck?
Does
No.
Sif tell me this?
I'd tell Gob that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna book it. In
More
the
just a general,
opposite
more
direction of
less
the
less
bog.
specific to Gob and more just a general statement. I'm like, guys, they're not to alarm anyone, but there are.
They are
Menacing-
significantly smaller than the things that you just killed, but there's like
Oh, I'm going
there's
for it.
still.
a dozen.
As a general statement to the group, I'm saying there are very dark, pretty menacing shapes moving towards the tree line. We may need to fucking
Okay.
hoof it for a little.
Kulon just kind of like drapes himself on Kai. He's not walking anywhere.
Okay.
Also,
Princess carrying it.
while all the after battle shit was happening, just assume that I gave Miss Hamlet back to.
Oh yeah, that was like the
No,
first.
as soon as
Kept her-
things
kept her
calmed down,
very
you didn't
safe.
have to give her back. She kind of like scrambled and jumped out of your papoose and ran back.
Out of my supreme fanny pack.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm bridal carrying Kulon.
Yep.
Okay. So
Who's gonna
you
get
guys
half?
are just fucking
Yeah.
running away.
Half is fucking starfished on the ground.
Which
dying.
way are we moving?
Hey, Zax is your buddy over there.
I'll
I'd assume
it's-
away from the forest first, and then
Yeah.
like, kind of.
So like not exactly this, but kind of like a whoosh.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
We're running away.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 20, not a nat 20, but a 20, and saw vaguely menacing shit.
I'm actually gonna say near elusive.
Are they enemy
My arm.
stand users?
Go 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 go.
Do I have to pick up half and yeet?
Please.
Yeah, your buddy over there, Zaxus, he's a little starfished right now.
I don't know
What
what
do you
the
mean
fuck you're
starfish?
saying.
What does that mean?
But okay.
He's on the ground. Go pick him up. God.
So kind of like that trajectory right there.
Ish.
Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, if the rest of the
This
group
one?
agrees with it.
Oh yeah, no.
Like away from the tree line, more comfortably towards what looks like safe-ish
Listen.
areas.
If Kulon didn't drape himself into Kai's arms, she would have ran into battle. Okay, she was on the high of victory.
You're
Well,
welcome, everyone.
I'm if Kai is moving with the group after picking up Kulon, I'm just gonna slap her with the old blessing of the trickster. I figure we're trying to move at least vaguely stealthily.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You guys
I'm gonna
fucking
need it.
yeet away from the trees, and then kind of once they're out of view, you kind of make sure, roll a perception check. Anyone who's trying to make sure that whatever was in the forest isn't following you.
Don't worry, guys.
Oh shit!
Okay, we're good. I don't think any
Okay.
of us need to now.
Yeah. So if you know, like, you kind of watch them as everyone else is running the fuck away, and you watch them as they kind of just like a few of them step just barely past the tree line, and watch as you guys run away, and then they step back into the trees.
These are guardians.
Since
I'm
they
burn your
stepped
forest.
barely past the tree line, like I assume after stepping barely past the tree line and having like a slightly higher roll, am I able to make any like details out?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
He looked like a bear with an axe.
Oh god. Is it
Oh
the...
no.
Why?
It was
Standing
a
on his
man
hind
bear
legs.
pig.
What do you mean?
The clan.
Fight and Mars.
No, none of you know this. This is me. They look like a bear with an
This
axe.
is me.
Sure did. So you guys run away.
I'm sharing that information with Gob and leaving it up to us both to maybe share as we're yeeting. I'm more concerned on yeeting and might potentially share after we are safely yeeted. After we have
Okay.
yoten the required distance.
Are we gonna find a place to camp? Please.
A
Yes.
safe camp.
I will say you guys find some more of those kind of like rocky outcroppings that just kind of pop up in places, that have some fallen tree trunks around them, and you can safely and pretty easily make a temporary camp from those remains.
I
I can
can
sleep
make a
anywhere.
campfire.
I'm helping.
I
Light a campfire.
snap my fingers and there's a campfire. You're welcome.
That's
You have to-
what prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation is fucking lit.
Isn't it? I've been having a lot of fun.
Yep. By the way, Shay, for your campaign, since I don't have any access to anything but airbending shit, I had to get rid of most of prestidigitation, as you can see. But beyond that, you guys make camp, and let's go ahead and quickly set up these watches and stuff.
While
Oh.
we're camping, I'm gonna announce to the group that my hawk's name is Vex.
Oh.
Is this Vex and Vex? Is
Well-
this Vexildon and Vexil whatever?
Its name is Vex.
It's Vexalia and Vaxildon,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's
There
thank
you
you.
go.
I knew it was different. I just couldn't
I
remember.
could hear Tay pushing up his glasses.
2020.
And I'll
Yeah.
take first watch.
I'll take first watch with Gob.
I
Oh.
straight up. As soon as we make camp, I grab this pillow from my inventory that I stole from a shack, and I plop it on the ground and collapse.
Kai doesn't unpack. She sleeps next to Elusive and hopefully.
Yeah, Elusive's asleep immediately, and you guys build a camp around her.
Yes! It's her turn!
I win. And I open this pack of like.
RTS build a camp around
clothing.
the town hall.
I'm gonna warm up the sack. Elusive laden.
Okay. Well, first two roll perception checks.
Can I just give him advantage?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool.
So I'm rolling with advantage. Eat. Scroll. Eat.
And I'll say you do this by like letting your hawk fly around in a little circle around the camp and point out things that might be weird. But yeah, no, you things out here in the middle of this wasteland, everything seems to be either hiding or dead. You don't notice anything moving
Bitch me soon.
in the night. So who's next watch?
What's the
Me.
most
Actually-
annoying watch?
Middle.
Mm,
Me.
I'm gonna, when I go to bed, I'm gonna give my Vex directions to scream if they see anything. And his
Okay.
passive perception is 14, just for you to know.
Okay.
Sif is also just kind of trying to gather random seeds that he can find to feed Vex.
Okay.
Told of you to assume I'm also not doing that.
Well, you're blind while Vex is doing shit, so
yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess that's
I'm-
fair.
I'm at least trying to help
Okay. Well,
because I can see that you're excited about your
you know what?
newfound Hawk
Actually-
familiar.
I have decided against it, and I want you guys to get where you're going before we have to end the
Yeah.
session. So it's basically all of the shifts are like that.
Okay.
If you roll, if you're bad at perception, you see some like shifting shadows in the distance, but it's just your mind playing tricks on you, and nothing attacks you.
Okay.
So
Lit. So
For the
full
sake-
rest, everyone's full whatever.
Oh god,
Absolutely.
bless.
you guys
God.
finish your long rest,
Hi, Yuki.
and continue the journey. Just follow the little blue line.
Go, go, go.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Battle for me!
Bill.
And you
Bill.
make it. As you approach, you see that the a more natural-looking and colorful forest, similar to the one that Burkris was resided in. You approach the edge of that, and when you walk in, you see like little twinkling lights, kind of in that like in that chasm. Several little twinkling lights that they're just kind of buzzing around and having a good time. And immediately, whenever they see you, they kind of scatter away from you until they watch you for a moment, and then they start kind of
God.
flickering in the distance. Yeah, what's up?
You cut out, I think.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, did I?
No.
no.
Oh.
No.
Maybe that's just me then.
Oh, well, basically, you see some little flickering blue lights that are flying around, zipping, similar to the chasm that was by Burkris, where you walked over the bridge and saw that shit on the bottom. And they kind of hide from you for a few minutes until they realize that you're not chasing any of them, doing anything mean. And they kind of still fly at a distance, but they show themselves again. Then you get to a clearing in the forest, and you think you've arrived. As in this little clearing is a giant fucking tree,
Great.
similar
What
to the one
trees?
that you, similar to the one that you teleported in on, or not? Or sorry, you teleported to when you were here, like
Always.
when you first came to the Feywild. And next to it is a slightly smaller tree with 4 chains around its trunk, nailed into the ground.
Oh shit.
You are grounded, young
Some of
tree.
some of you recognize this. You think.
Tree prison.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well,
is
thank
she?
you.
More of these
You
skeleton
recognize this
tree.
pattern and the small circle around the tree, very reminiscent of the one that was by Finley's house.
Finley.
Oh, Finley.
I miss her every day.
I wish I knew who this was.
I'm giving Gob just with like without words spoken. I understand how Gob is feeling, and I'll just give her like a light, understanding shoulder rub. Just
Oh.
with just a one hand shoulder rub, like I get you, bud.
God pulls out a handkerchief out of thin air.
Just-
Just wipes her tears.
But
Kylo was over to Kulan like, what the fuck is up with her?
yeah, Kulan, can you roll me a history check real quick? Just
Ew,
for
gross.
funsies.
Oh, with my -2? Well, I'm gonna cast guidance.
Yep, that works.
Oh, that's so.
I can't help you now.
No.
All
No,
four.
you don't remember this place.
Nope.
You don't remember anything that your parents told you about this place either.
Would I
Nope.
recognize the similarities between, I guess, the circle that I saw by Fenley's and here?
Yeah, it's pretty apparent.
It's pretty
Like,
obvious. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same chains too, like the
Okay.
same gigantic
manacles.
fucking chains. Yeah.
Okay.
But you guys slowly walk, and you see, like, as you get closer and closer, those blue lights, those blue little flickering lights that are flying and buzzing around, start to slow down and just kind of watch and line the path to the tree, the giant, nice looking tree, that's not chained. And you start hearing them chant, just kind of little echoes, like,
The little blue twinkling lights.
yeah, like little tiny voices, just like, hello, why, hello, just echoing and doing a bunch of weird shit.
Oh,
Did,
hey.
did those just call us hoes?
Greetings. Cobb's doing
Hey.
bows at everyone.
Would I notice anything like apparently magical about this nicer looking tree?
Roll an Arcana. It's for funsies.
What color is this tree?
It just looks like a giant fucking tree.
Guys, this is a fucking giant fucking tree.
Yeah, sure enough. And as you get close to the tree, it is towering. The trunk is probably about 15 feet in diameter. And you get closer to the tree, and you feel the ground kind of shift a little bit as a portion of the ground opens up, and at the base of the, like, where the roots meet the trunk right under the ground, you can see a door that reveals itself as the ground
Ah.
I want
shrinks.
to
And-
fucking go in.
Half goes in, knocks
no,
politely,
later, y'all.
actually.
Do I
And
before anyone like goes into the door, do I notice anything like weird about the like how close are the good tree and the bad tree?
Yeah.
the bad tree is probably about like 150 yards, meters away. So it's not too close, but like
Would
the bad tree is definitely dwarfed,
Yeah.
like, significantly by this tree.
Would I have noticed anything like any like looming presence because of the evil
Dom
tree?
coughing.
I'm sorry.
evil
big That's okay. bad
tree. Is it a big bad or is it just a giant broccoli?
It's a door, and I'm going.
Can I like try and ask those little bobbing spirits that are saying hello questions, or are they just, you know?
I mean, they're just kind of waving and saying hi. As you get closer, you can. They're not running away anymore. As you get closer, they look like little tiny people with wings.
Can I like stick my finger out and see if one will land on?
They fly closer, but don't land.
That's okay.
So is that me not noticing or gleaming anything off the evil tree?
You don't notice anything from here. Like, it's
just
chained,
that it's
and it
just
looks,
that it's chained, similar to what Finley
it's
described.
chained and doesn't have any leaves at all on it. Where all the other trees around you are like in full fucking spring bloom. That's about it.
I don't like that. I say that to Sif.
I don't like it either, but you know, sometimes them's the breaks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So what are you saying to this little fairy? That's
Me? I'm asking
Yeah.
a question like, do you know where this sword leads to, may officer? May-
mother.
oh, no,
Ow!
I'm not. I'm not.
Do I
It's probably just
do I
Eldrazi,
hear
you
that
guys.
wild reaction? the oh god no, oh god.
Yeah, you because your passive perception is fucking high now. You would.
Like,
Don't.
please, would you tell us where this door leads to?
Mother.
Oh,
That's it.
Leads us to mother.
Leads to mother.
oh, it leads to.
Who is mother?
That's me asking who is mother.
Ed- Eldrathi, I think is what she is called.
Is she,
What did I say?
is she kind? Is she good?
Eldrathi. Thank you very much.
We know that she's good.
To me.
I don't trust it. To you? Oh, I love you.
I'm,
Anyway.
I'm saying thank you to whatever twinkling spirit said mother and explained Eldrathi.
Not
You're welcome. Goodbye. It just kind of flies.
Oh,
away.
wait, goodbye. Oh, I love that, Sif. And you just turn around, Sif's already gone.
Like Sif in a very Disney princess moment.
Yep.
Reaches a hand out and kind of just gestures for whoever is open to talking to me. Holds out a finger, gets that information, and then says thank you, and just kind of sends him off.
Oh, okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going. All of that was
It's-
canon.
We.
Just through the door.
So do you knock on the door? Or are you trying to knock it down? What's going on?
She's
Half knocks.
panicking. Yeah,
Half knocks.
Half
Okay.
knocks.
Little tiny just at the base of the door. And it just kind of slowly creaks open, just
Thanks,
Oh,
Miss
no.
Tree. I'm
Fully
coming
opens.
in now.
and you see like a lot of candlelight coming from within. It looks like there's not one person here. There's like a
How
a small gathering inside.
how dim is the light?
I mean, from here it's not super bright. Like the entry hall is not. The candles are not lit until someone steps inside, and then they just kind of.
Oh.
All
So
light.
So we see
upon walking in, I wouldn't need to cast like light.
No, you would not. You'd start to, and then they would start like kind of lining the way, like a like an airplane, like an
Like
airstrip.
I'm gesturing to my staff to light, and then it's just like
Yeah.
We see people in here.
You see shadows moving in the distant in the room that the hallway that you're in opens up to.
Okay.
I
I'm
thought
gonna
we were
strut
in a-
down and be like, "Hello, I am here to see Eldrathi."
would I
And
as
Sorry, go ahead.
Gob is doing this, would I be able to make out any of the figures, like humanoid or otherwise?
roll me a perception check.
I
'Cause
was
this is
about
like
to
you-
ask, are there little fairies around? The converse
I
again.
want to see the people.
Wowee.
My perceptions have been on fire today.
They really have.
I don't wanna
Thank
see.
you, observant.
I-
I want to see.
The literal Zaxis,
No.
the literal antithesis to Sif. I'm intently observing everything. Zaxis is looking at his claws.
They're pretty cool. They got sharp.
Gob
Zaxxas
isn't looking.
walks in, but he's looking at his hand, and he's just kind of retracting and pulling back his claws like a
Did you
cat.
take the dragon scale? Or,
Yeah.
I think I almost took that.
But yeah, so I'll just kind of cool on. You see shapes moving around, and you think you see like a humanoid get up and walk around, and you hear footsteps at the same time. Sif, you hear, because like you can really listen because you're kind of on the forefront of all of this. You hear at least 3 different voices talking, and it sounds like you don't understand what they're saying, but it sounds like they're having a good time.
Okay.
You hear laughter, you hear just kind of quick banter.
So there's
And
no
then-
little fairies?
Not in the hallway, no.
Would
Aw.
I, despite not knowing the language, would I at least be able to determine what language it might be?
Oh yeah, it's most likely Sylvan.
Oh,
Would I be able to just, to the best of my ability, relay the Sylvan that I'm hearing to Kulon?
I mean, it's
I-
not more than like a
God
30
is
feet
already
hallway.
walking it.
Yeah. You kind of
Later.
listen, go,
Announcing her presence.
I didn't hear anything that was said aside from Gob just strutting in.
yeah, like you step in with Gob. Gob immediately kind of like takes a few quick steps forward. You stop
Quick
to
steps
listen
forward,
and hear
waving
that.
her arms in the air, like, "What's up, bitches? It's fucking Gob."
Yeah,
Just trying
literally,
to hype the crowd.
literally that's how it happens. You both cross the threshold at about the same time, and Sif stands back and listens and hears three different voices kind of quickly bantering, and then some laughter. And Gob's like, "I'm here, bitches, let's fucking go!" and everyone else is like kind of behind the threshold, so you can't hear or really see any details. Past
So
that.
it's just muttered, just like multiple overlaying Sylvan voices.
Yeah.
The literal walla walla.
And okay, well, we've done the whole walk into a room and take 20 minutes to get past the hallway thing again. So let's go ahead and jump forward, all right? So you guys hear that. Everyone else is just kind of like, what the fuck? And walk through this hallway. And as Gob and Sif kind of lead the way, Gob significantly further ahead, Gob rounds the corner and like kind of, oh, hi everyone, and there are 5 people sitting at a table,
Hi.
just having tea.
God's gonna do a
Far behind.
bow. It's gonna be like, hello.
And what languages do you know?
Gob?
Yeah.
Elvish, Orcish, and Common.
Okay. They say something that you don't understand, and then you kind of like cock your head and listen while everyone else is catching up. And by the time they say this in common, everyone's in the room. They go, "Oh, hey, welcome, friends. Sure, have a seat. Come join us." From the small-looking gnomish man with a weird little intricate hood that's kind of draped off to one side.
I like your hood. Do you have any alcohol?
I don't
I'm
even
sitting-
know.
We've got loads.
Oh,
At the offer of sit down, I'm sitting down.
Oh, I heard alcohol. Kai heard alcohol. She's perked up like a dog.
Yeah. And they start pouring wine for everybody.
Her face.
With some tea next to it. Sorry, what?
Oh,
Spill it.
Wait, so what are we looking at here? Are they all different races?
They are.
Did we fucking accidentally get to the court?
You don't know?
Can I
Maybe
do a
history
history
check.
check now?
You sure can.
With guidance. Oh my god, please, come on. Fuck you!
No, you've never been to court.
Would
No.
thi-
Can I do an insight?
This is before the insight check. This is a very, 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 very far reach for Sif. Would anything relating to this current situation like spark anything that the satyr Miles mentioned regarding to any of the courts?
Roll me a history check or an intelligence check.
Everyone
'Cause
roll intelligence.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing it.
Nope.
I think we got a brain.
I'll do it.
I'm doing it for the hilarity.
Nope.
Where's intelligence?
Jesus, you guys can see everything, but don't know what the fuck it means.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Look to it.
No, they
They
just
got
look like a
wine,
bunch of
they
friendly
got
faces.
tea.
Having a nice little drinking party with some bread and some kind of
Wow.
I'm
on the table.
I'm gonna say
Alright, why are you guys so dumb?
I'm still listening. I just have to pee. I'll be right back.
Click.
How do
Look
you?
at that.
Oh my
That's
God!
intelligence.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I'm away from the
Oh.
computer. I'm away from the computer. Did Gob roll a fucking 20?
Yeah.
Fucking oh my god.
Elusive rolled 21.
Yeah, elusive one upped with
Had
a
to
literal
one
21.
up, didn't you?
And she
You
did
two
it correctly.
kind of come to the conclusion that this is not a court. The courts are very seasonal based. Yeah, this looks very spring like, but there's no structure here that you can see.
sorry,
You would wager
Colin.
a court would have, even for the Fae, would probably have some structure to it.
Sure.
Some structure, not like it's not everyone just kind of running around doing whatever the fuck they want. There's someone clearly in charge, and here there's maybe someone that you can tell is a host.
I'm
And-
gonna point to that person and be like, "Are you Eldratha?"
Just
Did
Yes.
did Gob relay any of that information that she gleamed
Nope.
to me? Okay.
And she looks at you and says, "Yes, guilty,"
Yes.
and bows. And she's kind of like curly, dark brown hair with a few gray streaks. And as you bow, you can see that on her back there's like there's some butterfly wings that just kind of like fold out.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh, Kai
Gob.
loves her.
Gob, Sif, and Kai are all like Looney Tunes, fucking heart eyes, mouth drop to the floor.
Yeah, she looks like she has some smile lines and some wrinkles on her face. She's got the curly brown hair with like a few gray streaks of it kind of swept back over her head, and she's wearing not like a whole lot of cloth, but it looks very fine in make, a silk robe.
Kai mutters under her breath, "You really are mother, huh?"
Shut up.
No.
Roll a stealth check to see if she heard that.
It would be deception.
Whatever. You know, you
Can we
know
please
what I was
force
talking
Egg
about.
to do that?
Wait, really?
I mean,
Roll a
if
sleight of
it
hand.
was in character, muttering
least-
under her breath,
At
as
least
she said.
so Kulon can side eye it.
So you said roll what was it? Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Literally sleight of
That's
hand.
a skill. They're all alphabetical S's.
Third from the bottom. Ooh.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to. If she did notice it, she doesn't seem to pay it any mind. And she kind of glances over all of you, and
Cool, I'm sure did hear it.
yeah. Yeah. She kind of glances over all of you and goes, "Well, welcome. How what brought you here exactly? Yeah, I'm Eldratha. You may have heard me called Mother. It's informal nickname. Don't pay no mind to it.
Mommy, ooh, woo.
Oh my god.
That wasn't in character.
So,
You know what is in character? Is Kai waving her bare hand at her. 'Cause she forgets.
There you go.
it doesn't even phase her.
I love
She literally says like, "Okay, well, now that you guys are here and you are drinking our beverages and our refreshments, what can you offer?"
This
Cobb's
was-
gonna slap the table and be like, "We've had a week, let me tell ya."
This was
Uh.
the one that was like their offspring was sucking the life out of areas, right? That's what I have written down.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No.
His offspring were sucking the life out of areas.
Zaxis and Sif are just muttering to us.
No, you have.
Do I have that
uh,
mixed up with
You do. Fodeame.
Fodiyame? Okay.
So
I
we
am so
we
used to them.
just we were just at Berkris, um, and they said that you could bring us back to the material plane, which would be really cool. Also, are you aware of the impending doom heading in this direction?
Yeah. How are the Kalindas? I haven't seen them in a long time.
When Gob said impending doom, I'm just like, what the fuck is the bog?
They're great, but like the bog that's heading in this
Oh,
direction.
that's so nice. What? I heard that
The Kalendas still suck.
Oh,
That's
she
fair.
kind of like adjusts her glasses and looks.
As Kulan is saying that, I'm like making like the no hand gesture, like he's being dramatic.
I'm sorry, and you look familiar.
Oh, you know.
Did you used to have flowers in your hair?
He sure
They
did.
dried up a long time ago. And while he says that, his
I remember
have
you when
gotten
you were a
lot browner
small
and
one.
crispier.
Kulan is now old. and
Okay,
bitter.
but like the bog.
The
Oh,
bog,
yes.
the material plane, comma, please help. Me literally listing 1, 2, 3 on my fingers.
her very pleasant demeanor shifts as she says, "I'm sorry, are you interrupting the host? That
I'm
is not
sorry,
very good
but
manners."
this is a
Is it?
scarily foreign place, and
Excuse
raise his
my
hand.
friend.
I'm
He
sorry, what do
doesn't
you mean by
normally
host?
convene with us nobles. You must understand.
Roll a
Deception
deception check.
2, 2, 2. Nat 1.
Ready for the no.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, I guess it has been a while since I've gone to the other plane. Nobles must look a little different now.
Nice.
God,
But-
eye
Can
gob.
can
Your
I
apology is accepted.
upon
nonetheless.
hearing Gob and seeing Eldrotha kind of accept the apology, just kind of not drop, but just kind of lower stature and apologize.
I side-eyed gob.
Now, anyways,
I'm gonna send a wink.
what could the court of Istis want with our home?
Well, there's a bog.
To save it, to be honest.
And then we thought that would be of some slight concern to you guys.
We've thought about it, and Feliana is on equal footing as that, so we're safe here for now. But in the meantime, we are gathering friends, and I see 7 more have shown. So, plan's working.
What was the name? Feliano?
Yes.
We haven't heard of that name. Could you spell that for me? Oh, Theliano.
Going through my notes. Do I have
Could
You
I
don't.
just as politely as Sif could muster, just inquire as to who Theliana is?
Oh,
Just kind of like I've.
And
If
she
you'd
just kind of,
pardon,
like-
if you'd pardon my interjection, I don't wish to be rude. We've heard a lot of names thrown around, and I don't recall hearing Theliana.
Curiosity has no hint of rudeness in it. It is the interrupting that does. And she just kind of waves her hand all around and goes, "Well, welcome to Theliana. You're in her roots."
So that's the roots of the good tree.
Yes.
so that's the daughter, right? Of
Golthius, yes.
Of Golthius? Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna mute myself because Kai's not gonna act all nice. She can't. She can't.
So, what do the Court of Fates want with my services?
They want to go home.
Well,
Yes.
there's a reason I haven't been, quotes, home in a long time.
Oh.
Sif
Hmm.
gives
It is.
a vaguely understanding nod.
It is, unfortunately, due to the nature of myself and my friends here, and she just kind of gestures to the people sitting around the table. And she says, "Well, it is due to our nature being tied to the whole Feywild. We, well, any singular one of us wouldn't be normally unable to unless a very intricate ritual has taken place. However, I do have some friends over on the material plane, and they may be able to help you once you get there. So how about I no, I shouldn't make an offer until you do." And she just kind of waits.
Um, Sif after she finishes, Sif is gonna basically explain the situation that was given to uh him and Gob and Elusive from Finley about how she was tasked to guard the tree, and just explain the similarities between the tree that Finley described and the tree that he saw just on the way here. Just explain the similarities and say, you know, basically like, I want to go back to the material plane, but I couldn't in in regards to my own well-being, couldn't go back to the material plane without at least seeing this through, whether or not this tree is the tree that we were tasked with finding.
Finley.
Finley, she was
Oh,
a,
I guess time is kind of weird over there. So,
yeah,
so Kelvin isn't he. And where did you say this was? I'm sorry.
it was in the material plane.
Well, yes, but that's a
I'm
big
not sure
place.
that I've caught a Kelvin name. But just to give the specifics of what I know, we were sent into the woods by Colin Matsk of the Grove Abbey to try to find Finley Crowdroot, who, sorry, not Finley Cloudroot, that was Unfallen.
It was above Serranos.
Yeah, no,
small little
it was
forest,
Yes.
some mountains.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't have said small, but compared to what I've seen here, yeah, I'd probably say pretty small.
I mean, it's not a competition of size, but
We,
yeah, it's okay.
we were sent into the in the material plane, at least it was called the Amber Mist.
Yes, that does ring a bell. So I guess I guess Kelvin did get a little bit old. So Finley, huh? I really should pay the new gardener a visit, shouldn't I?
She's
She would like that, yes.
really not doing well,
Oh, that's
and I'm not sure
well.
of my perception in time here, but it's got to have been a few weeks now that we've left, and not being able to check in, I'm not sure if she's gotten better or worse.
Well, so I've I don't want to seem cold or callous because I'm generally not, but it is hard times right now. I've offered you food and drink and company, and now you're asking for a rather taxing and large favor of me.
This is
What
in
can I
regards
expect
to
in return?
the material plane, or in regards to the chained tree.
What would you like in return?
Well,
That wasn't me asking her, by the way. That was just
Oh,
I'd love to help her with something.
there was a lot that I needed to get through right there, and I missed a lot of it. So hold on. What did
Yeah, go
you
for it.
need answered, Sif, or what did you want answered?
Just who she was directing that statement to, like in regards to what we were trying to do on the material plane. Well, no, I mean I guess it kind of blends together. Basically, just what uh we should be able to do or could expect advice in regards to the chained tree that Fenley sent us,
Um,
basically to figure out.
if if their if their descendant is broken free, then I guess we can't do anything because we can't. I can't summon enough power over there to wrangle it back up and rip it from its origin point. So I don't know. But Finley, I probably should give her a visit. God, what were you going to say?
What do you want in return for us getting back to the material plane?
Well, you've already given me a little bit of information, so we're part of the way there. But I do. I'm kind of leery about the idea of giving quite a large favor at by allowing someone out of my sphere of influence. So, I would like a promise that this will not be the last time that you see me and you help me, whether by your own decisions or by mine.
What if I raise you something better?
I'm listening.
The Kalendas owe you a favor.
Hmm.
Istis owes you a favor. My cousin, she'll listen to me. She's the voice of Istis.
That is quite enticing. Having fate owe you one is I'll take that. And
Can
she
I, big
waves.
big question before you go into this.
Mhm.
It was just gonna be like a like a minor question before Kulon did that. I was just gonna ask if there was if she knew if there were parallels like between landscape and such between the Feywild and the material plane.
In certain spots, yes, in others, no.
So there would be, if one could sense, like, this isn't Sif. This is me. I'm trying to figure out the
Then
wording.
let's-
Basically,
then
like
let's get
if
through-
one could sense like a good Arcana presence, one
Hey-
could probably
Sean?
tell it would be
Hey, Sean?
parallel. But yeah,
Hey, Sean,
yeah.
let's
yeah,
get through this session. We're almost there, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then we can talk afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
So she listens to this and kind of taps her finger on her chin, and fate owing me a favor. I like that idea more than anything. Yes, young Kalinda, you've struck a bargain. And she reaches over with her left hand and pricks her palm and holds out her hand and waits for you to shake it.
Do I gotta prick my own palm?
I would assume
Like-
so.
I'll offer a
Alrighty.
claw. Just
I'm gonna-
regardless of whether or not Kulon takes it, I'll offer like a little talon.
Kulon just kind of reaches up to his hair, and one thing kind of turns into a really sharp icicle. He punctures his hand really quickly and then shakes it first.
Yeah, you clasp hands and
The
And you
blood
feel-
oath is taken.
yeah, literally, like you feel blood drawn from your hand a little bit at a little bit more rapid of a pace, and then it warms up and cools down, and then she lets go of your hands. All right, well, I hope your goddess can pay up, because we may need it. And
Oh, she's good.
she
She's good.
sets her cup down, and immediately the table disappears.
Oh,
And underneath it is like a staircase that leads to nowhere.
You know that feel when you get a blood infection from a handshake?
My tea.
And we'll pick up there next week.
Woo!
Alright.